out there in the swamp all the time and walking in mud and stuff like that, you will have a natural, nasty, skunky smell. We all would. And, you know, these things don't take showers and baths with soap and shampoo like most people do. So, just imagine.
Yeah, I mean, on our paranormal team, Barb is our stink bug.
Man, there's so much stuff out here, you know, that people don't realize. Like, I think it's a form of a Nephilim. I think it's a crossbreed between an angel and a human, and they reproduced. I mean, the book of Enoch talks about Bigfoot, but it calls it something else. I think it's all biblical, all the way from, you know, Bigfoot, aliens, and ghosts. Everything, in my opinion, is straight out of the Bible. You just got to know where to go and look for it at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm Facebook jailed again because I shared a meme. It says I shoot people and sometimes cut off their heads, and it's a camera. They jailed me for 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
That's a long time.
Hey,
You're so violent, Barb.
Barb, you have made the list.
I don't know how I did. I don't post like other people do.
You made the list.
Butt crack famous. Her butt crack is famous, and now she's Facebook is trying to ban her.
Who wants to, you know, since all of us as paranormal investigators, I got a special surprise for each and every one of y'all. I'm coming back on YouTube. I'm actually working on my video of the battleship. I did a video with the G team and PDX Paranormal. And on this ship this time, I caught the Holy Grail of spirits. I've never seen anything like this. This ghost that I caught is unlike anything y'all have ever seen. Alicia, do you have that picture, them 2 pictures I sent you?
So I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it up on my phone, dude. Maybe you can send it to. Are you friends with Mark on here?
Of course.
Now I'm like dumb when it comes to stuff like this. How would that work?
If you send him the picture on his messenger,
Hold on.
then he can pull it up on share screen. Sorry, guys. I'm on my phone tonight, so this is new for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Send this to Adam.
When we first seen
Well, listen, I caught a ghost. I asked it, and the ghost's name is actually Mark. Imagine that. I'm serious, y'all. This spirit spoke its name. It said, "I'm Mark," over the ghost box. So I said, "Mark, if you're with me right now, could you show yourself?" And he was talking like through my camera. This is no ghost box. This is EVPs and AVPs, just straight up and crystal clear. Well, when I asked the spirit to show itself, a beautiful orb went straight down my screen, and you can't see through this orb. It's huge. So I turned my camera, and I actually seen the orb with my eyes. I mean, I called it out when it happened. And then I turned my camera, and Mark was sitting at the kitchen table just as clear as day, and you can't see through him. It's up close, and I have never seen a ghost as good as this one. Now, he was wearing a 1930 Navy Fleet jumpsuit. It's incredible stuff, y'all. I've never seen anything, and I believe that this will go viral once I get it out there.
What is your last name, Mason?
Callahan. C-A-L-L. Yes, sir. Callahan.
Hey, Alicia.
Yeah.
I sent something to the site there. Can you send that to Adam? He might be interested in that.
Hold on, let me see if I can get it.
Send it to him.
Okay.
Barb sent it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's something that we seen fly over my truck one night.
Uh-oh.
Now
The mic man.
And I was just about to ask, was that, outside or?
That was actually, I got out of the truck and took it. But when we originally saw it, you could probably throw a baseball at it. I thought my daughter was taping it, and it hovered over the top of the truck, and then went down by where I used to work and toward the railroad yard there in Galesburg, Illinois.
So what's it look like, Adam? I actually...
If you blow it up, you can tell it's something totally different.
Hold on. I can pull it up on my computer, my laptop here. If it's not being slow still, that's why I'm on my phone.
Nope, they did it on mine too.
Yeah, if you blow it up, you can definitely tell it's something different.
Hey, Alicia.
Yeah.
Could you send them pictures to me through Facebook? So I could send it to Mark, the 2 apparitions that I sent you through my laptop.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I can do that. I'm downloading that one picture first, and I'm going to send that.
Y'all, this is going to trip y'all out. I have never seen anything like it.
That as far as we could until we lost it.
Do you have the video for it?
No, I thought my daughter was taping it until I realized she wasn't.
You see that?
Oh, okay.
And that's the best shot I could get of it at the time.
This is an SLS picture. This one right here, this is a 12-year-old little boy. This is his mother, and the center is a spirit that just came out of the little boy. And as you can see, it's holding the mother's hand.
That is amazing, Mark. You caught that, brother?
We caught this. It's all on video. Not only does it hold her hand, it gives her a hug, gives him a hug, and then directly in front of them was a shaman, and it reaches out and touches his hands.
I'm in awe. That is amazing.
Yeah, I'll try to get this up on the screen so everybody can see it clearly.
Mm-hmm. I think I still got it. Yeah, that's the type of stick figure that sits over here on the table.
We took one like that in Mineral Wells, Texas, where
Alicia.
We had.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know what you just sent me, but it's a little dot.
That's from Sean.
That's from Sean. Blow it up. It's like an inanimate object.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me find it.
We chased it as far as we could until we lost it. Me and my youngest daughter.
Okay, I just sent those photos that Mason has to the chat. If you can pull that up there, Mark, that would be great.
I will. Hold on.
And I will be right back, guys. Got to take a short intermission.
I'm going to share my screen now with y'all. Okay. Here's that picture very clear. Everybody can see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
This is the mother. This is the 12-year-old boy. And this is the spirit that just left his body and is holding mom's hand.
Are you serious? That is crazy.
I'm dead serious, dude.
Wow, man. That is awesome.
These are pictures. I don't know what that is. I think this is your picture here.
That is the ghost that I caught. Yeah, that I've never seen anything like it. It is. I've even zoomed in on it. There was nobody there that looked like this dude, and he's actually in a jumpsuit that's navy. I seen this man with my own eyes, but I thought it was someone that was with us, because when I seen it, it was super quick, and when I went back over the footage, I was like, oh my God, because at the end, right when my camera starts to leave him, he pixelates, he disappears right on camera. I've never seen anything as good as this.
Wow, that's amazing, dude. I mean, so you actually caught a manifestation of a spirit. That's intense.
He is sitting down this has happened in the kitchen on this battleship. I asked him to show himself, and that's what he did. he showed himself, and he was talking to me the whole entire time, y'all. I ain't even done going over my evidence. I don't know what else I've caught, but this to me is holy grail material. Look at the other one. I think she sent you another one with the zoom in on him.
Let me look. Yeah. Look at that.
I've caught a lot of full body apparitions, but I've never caught one as good as that.
What, that?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Face right here too.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I mean,
And
you can even make out the writing on his jumpsuit. That's the thing. This is insane, y'all.
Yeah, Matt sent a picture to the P3 program chat. He sent a picture of like the two uniforms in the Navy that they would wear, and the one on the right is the white uniform, and it looks just like that.
It is. It's 100%. And I mean, I seen this ghost with my own eyes. I just didn't put it together until I was looking at the footage, and I was like, wait just a minute now. And I started looking at it, and I zoomed in, and he ain't got no face. I mean, he's got a face, but it's weird. And see, when I seen this man with my own eyes, it was so quick, I really didn't think too much about it until I went over, and I was like, oh, my God.
Do you think it's like half of a face, or just like how dark it is? The picture.
The video... I took this with my phone. This was actually taken with my laptop. But the video is so much better, y'all. This picture right here don't even give the apparition any justice. He is actually moving. I mean...
The face and everything.
And didn't two other people see like a spirit on the ship as well? They thought they seen somebody else, but there was nobody there.
Oh, yeah.
There was nobody there. I have seen spirits also on this ship. This was the second investigation that I did on this battleship. And
I gotta tell you,
face right there.
Hey, Sean.
There's tons of faces in this. We blew it up, and we can see multiple faces. It is just unreal. I'm
seeing, believe it or not, I'm seeing two legs and a head of a deer right here with an eye and a nose. I'm seeing a deer. I'm seeing
that
what
looks like a baby.
The
eyes, the nose, the smile.
I'm seeing so many different faces here. Here's a face up here.
There's a lot in here.
There's babies. There's
another face. Oh my God! Look at this. One,
Mason,
two,
wasn't there
4.
Mason, wasn't there a birthing unit on there?
Right here.
That is insane. I didn't even see none of that.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
There's some in the shadows on the left too.
Yeah, there's faces over here too.
There's faces in the guy too.
Over here.
I tell you, I put this in P3, and I knew Matt Barron was going to be like, "Oh my God," because I've never seen anything as good as that. And this don't even give it any justice. You need to see the video of it. It is insane.
Wow. Oh, we've got another picture that we could bring up too. Do you guys?
Are you seeing this right here?
Yeah, I see that.
Look at the teeth and the mouth's open.
Yeah.
I see it. Oh my God. Well, you know, this is funny because it could be a demon. We got a incubus that said it was an incubus.
That was more of an animal. Right on the shoulder, but then now I see. Wait a minute, I see the face there, but then
almost looks reptilian. Well, then there's a face right there too. Look,
right there's
like it has like it's paws on him.
Wow,
that is insane. Yes, that's what it is. It's a damn demon behind this man. Oh my God!
Look right be.
Look about his butt area.
Yeah, this is a hellhound.
Major one sitting
right here.
And there's
a hand. There's another one.
There.
Oh my God, y'all!
You caught a good picture here, buddy.
Jeez, dude.
This is just a screenshot. This is actually a video. I am tripping out right now, y'all. Holy shit!
Right here, I'm circling. This is another demonic face right here.
Well,
why did she send us?
What?
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Go to your right and go down below
okay.
that white part. No, go left.
I've seen that.
Right there.
Yeah, that's a demonic face.
And then, like, to the right, around here.
And here's another one here.
Did he see that one?
Yeah, there's one in the butt area.
There's a big one in the butt area. Look, no, to the left.
I think that demon's trying to get freaky with this spirit named Mark here.
This looks like a skull.
That is insane, though.
Oh my God! Look at this demonic face right here.
Well, even that,
oh my God!
Mason, there's a question about who Mark is, the spirit.
Does anyone know who Mark is? He has to be a sailor that got killed on the USS Navy Fleet battleship North Carolina. 2,400 folks lost their life. This was one of the last ships that got hit in Pearl Harbor. The attack on Pearl Harbor. It was after that, like, I believe it was like the next day this ship was crossing, and it was the last ship to get hit by a torpedo, and it killed thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't the first time people's died. People died on the deck of the ship by friendly fire by a plane. Fires broke out on this ship. I think a few people died on that, and they don't talk about the children that lost their life also. They've delivered kids on this ship because of relations. I mean, we're talking 1930s. A lot of stuff happens. But anyway, I've caught some full-body apparitions on another ship that I did also on my channel that's not as good as this one, but pretty doggone close.
So we've got another picture that Alicia just sent over. Hold on.
This is my cousin, guys. My cousin sent me this photo and said, look at the mist that's in the background of my photo. Somebody must have pointed it out, or I think he noticed it, and he shared it to me, and I shared it to the team.
Yeah,
well,
I'll make it bigger. Okay, so you see right back here.
Oh, dude, that's somebody sitting down. I see her head. That's a female.
It is.
That's a female. That's incredible. Wow.
She's like wearing a dress.
It looks like I was like thinking like it's an older woman or.
I don't think so.
Girl.
She's got black hair. She's wearing a gown. She don't look that old, y'all. She's probably about in her 30s, maybe early 40s.
Yeah, I'd say mid 30s.
Yeah.
She
was absolutely beautiful. Yes, that's about as good as mine. Wow. Good catch.
I got a question, man. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more and try to move it over. This is her face, right?
No, go up. Go up.
Up here, yeah.
That is her head and face. You can even see her black hair. She's got straight hair.
It looks like she's got a picture of another woman here.
Or that might be the outline. See, it's kind of cut off, but I see her where her breast would have been. She's wearing a white nightgown, it looks like. And if you look around her neck, you see the collar?
Yeah.
Right there? Yes, that's what that is. Now, you go down, you could see her legs bending. She is actually sitting there. She's sitting down.
TV screen.
Yeah, she's definitely sitting down.
And we've actually been there. We went there for an investigation,
Look at the
too.
TV screen. You almost see a half of the face.
Yeah.
That is incredible. I mean, I see an eye. I see her cheeks, partial mouth. I mean, that is a Class A apparition. Holy shit, y'all, that is good.
Pretty badass.
See, this is the type of evidence that makes everything that we do worthwhile. It's you never know what you're going to get, but it's stuff like this that once you get it, it could absolutely change everything. I mean, this shit could go viral.
Oh yeah.
This is why we're doing. I mean, one of the reasons why we're doing this is to prove there is existence after death, and this is some of the stuff that we have.
You know why I got into it? You know, I was watching, and I ain't going to name their channels out or anything like that, but I got tired of seeing people fake this stuff. I've been doing paranormal for over 17 years, and I've been in some major teams, and I've never had to fake anything. And a lot of the stuff that these folks faked, I've seen really happen in real life, and it's just disappointing to see all these folks that's deceiving thousands and thousands of people, and then they get busted, you know, and it just makes us all look bad. Once they get caught doing it, people lose hope, and they think that all of us is fake. I mean, it's really a slap in the face. So I came back on YouTube to set things right. I want to show the world that this is real. There is a spirit world. It's nothing to play with. It's not a game. I'm a paranormal investigator. I'm not a ghost hunter. To me, them's two different things. I'm there researching and learning about what they can do, you know, everything that I can. That's what I'm doing, and I'm bringing the truth to everybody. We all are. And we got to, you know, this is part of Para-Unity. I'm trying to get everybody together that's real to fix a problem, and that's fake paranormal.
Oh, yeah.
Thousands is on board already, y'all. Thousands is on board, and we are finally changing things. And you know what? 17 years, I have never seen Para-Unity, but now it's happening, and thanks to one of my good brothers, Matt Barron, paranormal consultant, he's really helping everybody come together. And not only that, Brian with Parapost, that is something that I have waited on for many years. I never thought that it would ever happen, and now we got a platform that we can come together with Para-Unity and change things for our wonderful and amazing community, people. It's never happened, and it's happening, and I thank God for it, y'all.
Look at the logo. There's the logo, guys.
Oh, it's up. Wait, it's that way. It's that side of the screen. Back
there.
Yeah, it should be like. Yeah, it's that. You got that.
Hey, by the way, I love that name, Enlightened Souls Paranormal. That is friggin' awesome. I love it.
We're the ESP. We got
exactly.
ESP.
I love it. I mean, don't it have a kick and a ring to it?
Yeah.
It does have a good ring.
It does. I mean, Enlightened Souls Paranormal, just straight up. Bruh, what's up, my brother? That's a good dude right there. Yeah, I could sit there. We'd talk on the phone sometimes just like forever. I mean, he's a great guy, man.
He's going to be coming on to our podcast sometime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like
that. Is going to be an awesome podcast, and I do not want to miss it.
And he was the one that invited us to be a part of the Parapost Central, the one that we're on right now.
Heck yeah.
So, Adam, thoughts, comments, concerns?
I mean, I'm still like trying to wrap my mind around that photo of that guy sitting there, and like, what, like, was anybody ever to like able to bring up a picture of like what the sailors would have worn at that time period?
Yeah,
because I was trying to figure out what that was on his shirt, on his top.
Here,
Alicia will tell you.
Yeah, I'll send that photo to our chat, the Enlightened Souls chat, that Matt shared to the P3 program chat.
Okay.
And then if you want to pull that up, so Adam can see.
And this is confirmation, y'all. Nobody, and I give you my word, I don't try to bullshit people. Nobody on that ship was dressed in no kind of uniform, and nobody looked like this dude. I seen this man with my own eyes, and I didn't know who the hell he was. I can't believe that I've been waiting on this for years. I mean, I've even told you, Alicia, I feel like I'm going to catch the Holy Grail soon. Did I not? And then all of a sudden, boom. I mean, and if you see the video, you understand why I'm calling this the Holy Grail. It's out of this world because the dude is actually speaking to me also through my camera. And some of it I actually was hearing with my own ears. You can't make this stuff up, y'all.
And what part of the ship was that on that you caught it on again?
That was, okay, I caught the apparition in the kitchen.
Okay.
And the thing about this is, it was me, Patty, the G-Team, PDX, Emmy, and Austin Paranormal. We was the only ones down there at this point in time. And they were in front of me. I just swung around to look in the kitchen, and there that dude was. There was nobody else in this ship with us at this point in time.
Hold on, I'm gonna try something here.
Okay.
While we're live, I'm gonna try this.
All right.
You're gonna try and share those pictures side by side, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Good idea.
I was hoping you can do that.
You know me too well. Macy.
I know. That's the psychic ability in me.
Because
Well, great minds think alike. There's that too.
Yeah, that's right.
Could that outfit be an old diving bell outfit? With the old diving helmets and the bigger.
You know what? That did cross my mind, and I'm glad that you brought that up. There is a lot of that there. I thought about that, and I know what you're talking about. They used to put the big old helmets over their head. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. It could very well be. It could very well be, y'all.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Like one of the very beginnings, and then the other one's more modern.
And what this dude has on is an old school uniform. And if you look at his pants real closely where his pocket's at, it looks like a military symbol. It's black. It's like a status mark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a rank.
Yeah. If you look at it, it's real big, but it's there. It's on the side of his pants.
Yeah, hold on.
And again, ranks usually on the pants. They're usually on the arm.
Yeah, but the old stuff, they did used to have them on their pocket, like real big. Man, it's amazing how the uniforms over time has changed up.
Oh, yeah.
Even in modern times, they subtly, even the subtlest of changes you tend to notice because they're just so interesting.
Oh, yeah. I got me a full army uniform, and, they put charcoal. I mean, they weave it in the jackets and stuff, and the pants now, charcoal. I don't know why.
Maybe to make it more comfortable. Who knows?
Shit. It could be.
And smells don't come out as easily.
Don't start.
Now, Adam, are you Native American, brother?
Just regular old Hispanic.
Oh, really? Awesome, man.
My mom has told me once before that I think it was her father or her grandfather was Native American, full-blooded. So I think there's Native American in there somewhere.
Hey, you might as well say you are, because everything is once was connected. You know what I'm saying? I'm Native American. My dad is Indian, and yeah, I'm Blackfoot and Cherokee.
Adam, do you know what tribe that was?
So am I. Blackfoot and Cherokee.
Heck yeah.
I think my grandma.
She never did say. That's all she told me before.
I just said Native American.
Yeah, that's all she pretty much said. That he was
family. That's Blackfoot.
Near Texas.
Yes, San Antonio, Texas.
I've always wanted to see that place, man. I want to go to Texas one day.
Come on down.
You just seen the.
I heard it gets crazy in Texas, man.
There's a big black shadow figure, wasn't it?
That's my cat.
They got the Alamo down there. I mean,
oh, the Alamo is cool. I love the Alamo.
They got Peyote too.
And it's like I pass that thing like all the time, and it's still interesting to see like how many tourists go there.
Oh, here we go.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think that could be. Because look, you see the white?
Yeah.
But see, you see the word, there's something wrote on the front of him.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Now, there's a couple pics that I did that is a little bit clear, but it says something, and I don't know what it says. But now Matt Barron said that he knows what uniform that is. He said it's a really old Navy uniform. He should know because he was in the Navy. And he loves that history and stuff too. He gave us a pic of a bunch of different uniforms, and there's one uniform on there that looks just like that one.
Oh, Tina, that's a good point there.
That's crazy, man.
Yes, it is.
Because
would it be his name?
Oh yeah, dude. When I tell y'all that this man it was a woman and him, they were talking to me. They were answering every one of my questions. This wasn't no ghost box. This wasn't no app or anything. This was them speaking to my microphone sitting on top of my camera. It's so good. In fact, I got to make another video because I got to show people that this is real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a camera. I'm going to pull up Femora where I edit my videos at, and I'm going to show everybody that I'm not putting this stuff in. I mean, because it's so good, it's unreal, y'all.
I made it dark, and I sent it to the team. And you could see a lot of faces. Let me see if I got. I don't know if I.
And I didn't even see that till y'all pointed it out. Thank y'all. It's insane.
Yeah, because at first I thought like it was a shirt with somebody's picture on it. You know, from like the neck up.
I have Mason.
Like that person and the picture's wearing a hat.
That is wild.
Mason.
Ma'am.
What's your last name?
Oh, Callahan.
Yeah, that's you. I just sent it in a dark version. You can see a lot more of
that whole thing's like
the outline. Send it to our group too.
Okay, I just got it.
There we go. And I sent Adam.
Tons of faces.
And I sent.
Oh wow.
Enlightened Souls. If you guys want to look at it, and you can see a heck of a lot more. Faces.
That is crazy. Have y'all ever seen anything? Jesus Christ.
Wow.
No. I mean, the best one I've seen was the shadow figure that we caught. And then the second one was the picture that my cousin sent me that we just pulled up. And that one is that one's the top of the top.
Whoa, you can see this face is a skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never in my life seen any. Y'all, this is no lie, and I'm not just saying it because I caught it. If Mark, if you caught this, I'd be acting like this because this is like a dream come true. This just don't happen every day. I've been doing this 17 years, and I've never come close to catching anything like this.
Yeah, there's like.
It's like.
It almost looks like he's resting his head on his hand.
Yeah, no, okay, you see where his legs are and how they disappear? Okay, because one leg is on one side of the bar. It's like a huge metal picnic table.
Oh.
He's sitting there and he's facing me. He has his one arm that's going up to his head. He's resting it on the table, and then the other arm he has on his leg.
Yeah,
this dude.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what I. Yeah, wow.
He's just sitting there looking at me.
There's a face.
Yes, he is, dude. I wouldn't have even known he was sitting at a table if you didn't say that because you can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting at the table.
And it makes sense because it does look like he's sitting like this. If you can see me doing, I don't know.
Well, this is the EVP that I got. This is the EVP that I got when I caught this. I asked, "Is Mark here?" He says, "I am right beside you, just as clear and loud." I mean, it is like. It's perfect.
Where does he see this?
Same.
And I say, can you show yourself if you're with me right now? And this pretty orb goes down my screen. And then I turn my camera, and there he is.
Or is that?
It looks like a submarine. Yeah, like a.
Looks like a submarine above it.
Sitting next to the submarine or in front of it.
That's what it looks like.
You're getting lots of love for this one, Mason.
Yes, you are, man.
Yeah.
Hey, can you pull up the one that I done to zoom in on it?
I have so many pictures, I don't know if I'll be able to find it.
Yeah, because there was two of them. There was one that actually was zoom. I think you did send them. And then there's that one. But, oh my God, I can't believe I caught it. I don't even know really what to say. I mean, other than it's the holy grail videos of a real ghost.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, Adam, have you ever caught a full body apparition yet with Midnight Paranormal Society, or just doing your own thing?
I haven't yet. Other members have, but for me, I'm still on the search.
It's coming, brother. Hey, listen. It's all how you talk to them. And never provoke. And if you do want to provoke, do it in a like a nice but being an asshole type of way.
Like
don't take it overboard. Be very respectful, man. And listen, this is my secret. I fast for 3 days before I go on an investigation, and I also pray. I call upon the spirits. I do it the right way, the way that I was taught when I read the Bible, and I always get stuff like this in every investigation that I've been on. My videos, I got 71 videos on YouTube, and I always get awesome stuff because I do it the way I do it. I go with a pure heart, a pure mind, and my body is cleansed because there's nothing in it, and I'm full of prayer. So I get the best of the best, and everybody can do it. It's in us all, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Well, like provoking, I never do, and I never like to go with anybody that does. I think it's wrong.
And it is wrong.
You know, I've never done it before, and I never plan on doing it ever. So
good for you, brother. Because let me tell you, once you disrespect the spirit world, listen. You got spirits that like you, and you got spirits that's going to dislike you. Okay, but they all could like you if you respected them. And once you disrespect that spirit world, they all will not like you anymore. They won't work with you. I got spirits that absolutely work with me. I got spirits that come through the same ones almost all my investigations, and there's a reason why. I treat them like I'm treating you right now, with respect and love and light, and everything's always right, y'all.
Hey, Mason,
it works.
Yeah.
Do what?
What ship was that?
It was the USS Navy Fleet battleship.
I've been there.
What is it?
The USS Navy Fleet battleship, North Carolina.
Oh.
And we're the only ones that's really have ever filmed on this ship. We're the only ones that they're really letting do it. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting with like Jonathan Myers, and see, he's the one that actually had the access and stuff. You know,
went
so
on a tour. We weren't able to do like the filming or anything. It just as a family.
This is what's going to happen next year. We're bringing people together on this ship again, and Matt Barron, Jonathan Myers, me, and some other people, and there's going to be some famous folks on this ship, y'all. This is a chance to get subscribers, be known, to get your names out there, and I want each and every one of y'all to be there. Make it, and you will have the time of your life, and not only that, you will profit off of it. I promise you that.
Well, we plan on trying to be there.
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely listen. I want to help y'all. I see something in y'all, and I love watching this podcast. Everybody has a unique way of thinking. I mean, y'all are open. Look, you're not scared to talk about what you believe in, and damn it, I respect that. You know, I think everybody needs to have a little piece of this. Enlightened Souls Paranormal. So the sky's the limit, y'all, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to help y'all out and get you there.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Yes, thank you.
I appreciate it, dude.
It's para-unity, brothers and sisters.
Oh, yeah.
This is the only way you win. You got to work together. There's a lot of people out there that don't like helping folks, and you probably know some yourself, but I'm trying to change that, and other people too. I mean, like Matt, we're all coming together and changing this stuff, and you know what? It takes one person to move mountains, and the mountains will be moved.
As long as you don't steal bread, Mason.
Oh, I was starting to think, so long as you don't turn into Miley Cyrus.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, Alex.
Oh, my God. Hey, I totally get that. That's why I laughed. I understand.
Yep.
So we actually have Rob's going to be joining us in a little bit here.
Oh, nice.
Heck yeah.
Also, Mason, we were going to discuss not just the paranormal, like spirits and stuff. We were going to discuss ufology, and, you know, we kind of delved into cryptozoology a little bit too. So Tammy actually brought up Lemuria in the past, and I thought that was really, really interesting. And Adam was on when she talked about that too. So I wanted to have Tammy kind of explain what Lemuria is and go on to UFOs a little bit, and then we can go back and forth.
So basically, Lemuria was around about the same time as Atlantis. They were sort of rivals. It's believed, and we don't, there's no historical account of it. It's people have written about it, just like Atlantis. It's just that they were just two different, very equal countries or worlds or however you want to call it. Yeah, civilizations that existed around the same time.
Mason?
My buddy Matt Barron then popped up in here. What's up, Mark?
Can you hear me, Mason?
Yeah.
Okay, brother. Get ready.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Rob.
Hey,
Okay.
Rob.
Hey,
What's going on?
What's up?
Sorry I'm late.
You're
it's okay.
all right.
I was too.
It's nice to meet you, man.
Same here.
You ready for this, Mason?
You're late too, so.
Yes, sir. I'm always ready.
Your soldier right here.
Hey,
Mark
Sherry,
Robbins.
hey, Matt.
I live 4 hours.
Wait, what's his name now? I can't hear you. This is so you actually got his name.
Yes, I looked up the officers. I looked up the officers for that ship, and he was an officer, Mark Dobbins.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my, dude, I got his full name, y'all. That is what it was saying. It said Mark, and it said something, and I know he said that. I got to bring that out. Holy shit, y'all!
I got goosebumps right now.
So did
I
I.
am freaking out.
Mark
Wow.
Dobbins, officer.
Because I didn't mention it while we were looking at it.
This is why we do what we do.
This is awesome.
Damn. This is why, and I'm sorry, I ain't trying to interrupt anybody, but this is why we do what we do. I mean, thank you, Mark, because I never would have known. I never would have known that, man. And that shit just gave me chills, like I got chills rolling down my spine.
EVP. I go back and listen to that EVP and find out if he's saying Dobbins. I bet he is.
Damn, dude.
Because that's such a strange name. It's not a common name. Where if you heard that even if you heard it on a SB7, you'd say, "What was that?" Dobbins.
Y'all gonna fall out. Y'all are absolutely gonna fall out when you watch this video. I'm gonna be posting. I'm honestly, I'm in awe, man, because there's so many from the time I got there. And I ain't even done with the video. I ain't even halfway in this video. And I guarantee you I got probably about 60 EVPs and AVPs that is so clear. It will just blow your mind. And it answers all my questions. It knows, it's very much aware that it's been on this ship for years. It said it.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Yes. It tells you everything, and for it to answer my question, there's intelligence with this. I mean, there is something there that we cannot see or touch, but yet it has an intelligence with it. You know what I'm saying? And then it can pull itself together where you too can see it, and then your camera sees it, and you can't even see through it. Dude, I mean, that is incredible, man. The shit that we're going to be able to do when we die. I don't even believe in death, y'all. Honest to God, man. I believe in the second death, but the first death, I don't believe in it, man, because I honestly think that when we pass out of this body, we open our eyes for the first time. The Bible says that this world that we live in right now ain't even real, y'all. It's not real. It's like a VR, a virtual reality. We are like trapped.
It's a simulation.
Yes, it is. The Bible tells you this stuff. Now, we're in prison. We're in a meat suit that don't really matter. And that freaking photo, man, God.
So Matt just sent me the obituary for Mark Dobbins, the sailor.
Oh man,
a picture of.
That's awesome, Matt. Thank you.
That is cool.
I sent it to the Enlightened Souls Paranormal chat. So,
could Matt? What's up, Rob?
Hey, everyone. Sorry,
so everyone, it's okay. This is Rob from Suffolk County Paranormal, our friend from New York.
Yes. Howdy, everybody.
New York.
Well, actually, Long Island. I hate New York.
That's cool, man. I've been wanting to see you. I've been wanting to go to New York.
Just go to the island instead. You don't want to get mugged in New York City.
I could see my big ass in the middle of the street getting mugged.
Too much crime. Too much crime.
So instead of you stealing the bread, now someone's stealing your bread.
Yeah. Oh man, I could have kicked Matt's ass, but it was so funny because he says, "Hey Mason," and I was like, I thought he needed me or something, and I look and I see the camera and I was like, oh shit. Matt's cool as hell, y'all. That man. See, I talked to Matt just like this for a long time. I mean, all them people that I've met up with, and you know, it's a different feeling when you're in these folks' presence. I mean, it's like I was absolutely with my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
So, Rob, we're talking about the USS North Carolina.
Okay.
Matt Mason from the MJC Paranormal, along with Matt Barron and the P3 program, some members of the P3 program, they all got together there for a huge investigation, a huge live. It was like 5 hours, wasn't it, Mason?
Oh. Yeah, about 5 hours.
It was crazy.
Now, we could have had it a lot longer than that. I mean, we get the ship, and it's all night long to the next day. And there's, you know how you can get something and you have people that has to walk around with you and kind of guide you through stuff. Mm-hmm. This ain't like that. You take off and you got that ship to yourself. You do what you want to do, and it is out of this world cool, y'all.
Oh, I'd love to do that. That's definitely on my bucket list.
Well, I'm going to make that happen, brother.
Oh, I love that.
All you got to do is show up, man.
I'm sorry, everybody, but I have to get going.
Okay.
I've got some homework to do.
Right.
So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It was
pretty good about going. So,
all right.
But
well,
next time for sure.
Nice meeting you.
Hey, Alicia, could you give me his channel name and stuff? Do you have a channel, Adam?
He is with Midnight Paranormal Society. I'll send a message to you.
Is that YouTube or what?
Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.
And
okay, cool.
Also, I'll send you the network. Because
anybody up here, if they got a channel or anything, send it to me because I definitely subscribe and support.
Hey Mason.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you ready to get really, I mean, like goosebumps on top of goosebumps?
I am ready to have some goosebumps. Hit me with it.
I found a picture of Mark Dobbins.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I'm serious, dude. And when I see
Let's see it.
All right, here it comes.
Is Matt still in here? Is Brian?
Holy
shit. Dude, that is the guy that I seen with my own fucking eyes, y'all. Holy shit. I seen this man. This is the man that I seen.
That picture was taken the morning of Pearl Harbor. This is moments before he died.
Wow. I have goosebumps, guys.
No, I am tripping because I seen him. I seen his face. I didn't know who he was. This is the man that I seen, and I mean, just to catch it also on my camera, I want to cry, y'all. This is my dream come true. I mean, and then have oh my God, I can't even talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that.
Oh my God.
That's the apparition?
Yes, that is.
I just want to say to the viewers, this is where we were comparing the uniforms. Wow. This is not him. This is the actual spirit he caught. And compare that with his face.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's definitely him.
That is so that's so perfect of a full body.
Can you send Matt a picture of him?
Wow.
What y'all, when I seen this man with my eyes, he looked like a real human being sitting there. I could not see through him. I mean, he was just as solid as me and y'all. I mean, I can't believe that I caught this, y'all, and actually seen it. This is a very special moment for me, y'all.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
I'm happy for you. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm happy for y'all too, because y'all are the first ones. Nobody else other than the P3 program even knows about this. So this definitely needs to be shared and to everybody. Everybody needs to know this and see this. This is real. This is real shit.
If you want, you can share it to my groups or whatever. Please, by all means. Suffolk County
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and Suffolk County Paranormal.
And it ain't about me getting views or anything. Y'all, listen to me. This is for real, for real. I don't care about that. I want this truth to get out there, man. People lose family members and loved ones and stuff like that. And, there's a lot of people that think that when you're dead, that's it. But I'm here to tell you that's not. You live. You keep living. And here's your proof.
Wow, that's awesome.
So Rob said that you can share it to his pages.
Please.
And what was the pages again? So he can.
Okay, I have three. I have 2 groups in a page. I have Suffolk County Paranormal, Suffolk County Paranormal 2. That's our page. Please request to join. I'll put you on immediately, and please share. And I have also Suffolk County Paranormal number 2. So please feel free. Also American UFOs and the Paranormal.
Oh hell yeah! You're into UFOs?
Oh, I love them.
Yes.
Hey, have you seen the new camera they got out? It's nice, man. It changes the whole nighttime. It turns it into day, but it has this aura to it. It was built for UFOs, man. It's some new stuff that they got out.
Is it available on Amazon right there?
Yeah, it's okay. I've never seen anything like it, but it actually sees them.
Awesome.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this camaraderie right now. I'm so happy I got you guys both on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I know I say I've witnessed a lot of things, but I have. I don't know why, but I honest to God I love UFOs because me, my mom, my sister and brother and stuff, we have been seeing these things our whole life. And I was actually abducted when I was 5 years old, y'all. I mean, I know that sounds crazy. I didn't see no aliens. I did not see no ship. I'm just telling y'all, I was taken out of my home and I was placed a mile behind my house in a cow pasture. I was in my underwear. I was covered in mud and water, and I was looking up at the sky where the tree line was. And all of a sudden, this blue flash of light happened, and I was back into my home in my bedroom, and there were mud and water everywhere, all over my bed, all over the floor, and I couldn't have done that. I mean, I got my ass busted the next day, too, by my mom. She thought that I was playing outside in the rain and stuff, but that is not what happened, y'all. And I didn't even understand it. I couldn't tell her. I didn't know how to because I didn't even know,
Well, I mean, it's a good chance they wiped your mind, too. So you had no recollection of it all.
Ever since that happened is when it all began for me. I started seeing spirits. These spirits was coming to me. And see, my videos, this is my truth, y'all. I have told so many people this stuff ever since I was little. Nobody believed me.
Mm-hmm.
But now they have no other choice because the spirits are explaining it. They are just watch my videos, y'all. It's incredible.
So now that you're saying that after you saw a UFO or was abducted and you started to get
okay.
Sorry, Barb just said something.
Okay.
I didn't see a UFO, and I did not see no aliens. I was taken out of my home by this blue light. It was like a flash of light that just it blocked out everything when it happened. And I was placed in a cow pasture right behind my house, but it was like a mile behind my house. No shit. This was a lot of land. There were cows out there, and I was at the far end of it where the woods were, but I was kind of still in the cow pasture looking up. And then this flash of light happened, and I was instantly back inside my home in my bedroom.
I think that's awesome because it just made my mind click, because you had that happen and then you had your abilities kind of kick in even more. And
it was insane. Things started changing for me ever since then.
Yeah, and then Mark had his experience with UFOs. He's off screen right now. I'll let him tell you. But then I also, about adolescent, like 10, 11 years old, I saw a UFO, and I was out at the Hennepin Canal. We were fishing, and I look up, and I see these 4 lights up in the sky, and it was hovering, and it wasn't moving. And back then, there was no hovercrafts, so those things, and it was too big. Yeah, the drones. It was too big. And I was looking at it. I was like, "What the heck is that?" And it was just stationary in the sky, way up. But then it started to move, but not like a plane would move. And then after that, now that you're saying that, after that is when I started to sense things. I started sensing stuff in the room with me where I was at. And then Mark, do you want to tell him about what happened to you after seeing a UFO? And Rob, I know you're interested in hearing all of this too.
Very much. Very much.
So, and then the Hennepin Canal was the same thing. Mark was at a Hennepin Canal too. The Hennepin Canal that is here connects to the Hennepin Canal where he was.
Just in case Mark says, like, because I want Mark's opinion. I want to know, like, what he thinks about what I'm about to say. And also Alicia, because you was just kind of describing what I'm about to say, but I think what we're dealing with is fallen angels, okay? And there are certain people that walk this planet that are different in their spirit. I'm one of them. I'm what you call an earth angel.
Yep.
I've always known this ever since I was a youngin', and I could do things. I got abilities. When they took me, it was like 2 weeks later, stuff started happening, and I actually seen my first apparition. She was a woman. I could tell you so many things that I can do after this stuff happened, and the older I get, the more I could do. I have awoken, y'all, and I remember. I started remembering my past, and like before I was actually here in the flesh, and everything started coming to me. I know who I am. I'm not going to say who I am here, but I do know who I am, and I know that there are 144,000 just like me, and one other. There's 2 witnesses here.
Well, before Mark shares his story about his UFO encounter, I actually journeyed through the Akashic Records one night, and I was falling through the dimensions, and it was weird. So, and then in my mind, I was hearing, the world is not what it really is. The world is not real, pretty much. And so I was seeing these shadow people, and they were like morphing, and like, then I fell through again, and I was like in the galaxy and the stars and stuff, and then I fell, and it was like this big opening, kind of like cave-like, and I fell, and I was in this field, this big, beautiful grassy field, and there was a lot of beautiful trees along the lines, and there's these houses. It was a small community, and there was chickens and stuff, and I was like, how am I here? And there was another guy. There was other people there, but not many. And this one guy came up to me, And he answered my question, but he kind of told me in private because nobody was supposed to know why we were here. He said the aliens, they took us here because we are supposed to do something. We have something big that we're supposed to do, and they saved us.
It's true. It's true, and this stuff is actually coming out more now. I don't know if y'all keep up with the news or politics. I happen to. You know, I don't really announce my beliefs into politics and stuff, but I keep up with it. It's very important, and if you notice, they've been talking about UFOs and aliens a lot, more than usual. And not just that, but they actually have been talking about God and stuff like that more than usual. And I don't know if y'all been keeping up with weather patterns and anomalies like holes opening up around our planet and bodies of water turning blood red and all this stuff. That's the sign of the two witnesses. There's two men that walk this planet that has the power to plague this world as many times as they want to until people listen. You know, the C-19, I ain't going to say its name, that they called it a plague, and it is a plague. The two witnesses has the power to do stuff like that because God gave it to them, and they're not just people, they're angels, powerful angels. I'm talking archangels. There's a difference. These are from the 9th order of angels, and there's no other like them. They can do what they want. One's Elijah.
Wow.
Yep. That's fact.
So Mark, do you want to tell Rob and Mason about your experience?
Sure. I was young in high school. My parents owned a campground on the Hennepin Canal feeder. So the feeder comes down from Lake Mississippi past Rock Falls, and it goes down from where our campground was. It went south about, 13, 14 miles, and then it branches off into a Y, and it runs east and west. So if you follow it to the west, you'll take it to the Quad Cities where Alicia lives. So we're on the feeder and we're sitting there, and it's a Saturday night. It's beautiful outside, summer night, you know, and a bunch of us are down on the tow path. We got a nice bonfire going. We just cooked a bunch of hot dogs, marshmallows and stuff, and we're just talking.
Hell yeah.
And my sister just keeps looking off in the distance, and I looked at her, I go, "What's up?" She goes, "Look at that." I go, "Look at what?" She goes, "Look at those lights." And I looked and I said, "Wow, that's kind of interesting." She says, "Now listen, shut up and listen." I go, "What?" And we listen. I said, "I don't hear nothing." She goes, "Exactly. There's no sound coming from it, and it's coming towards us."
No sound.
She says, "Literally, there's no helicopter braid, no rotor sound, no jet sound, no airplane sound, no nothing."
Just like
this thing ends up coming directly over top of us. No sound at all. Me, being the wild child that I always was, I had my bright flashlight and I shined my light up at it.
You still do it.
Did it start communicating with you?
Oh, it communicated. This blue light came down around me. My whole body tingled. I feel like if your leg or your arms go asleep, you know how it feels? That's what my entire body. And my sister started screaming, "Oh shit, they're gonna suck him up! They're gonna suck him up!" You know? and I'm standing there and I just put my arms out like this. I just went like this and I was looking up because my whole body was just tingling. And then the light went away, and this thing went over top of my Uncle Bob's house, which was a double wide living here. And then that quick, it was gone, and it was the loudest sonic boom we'd ever heard. It literally broke knickknacks on people's trailers off their shelves.
I'm glad you just said that. I'm glad you just said that, Mark. You just said a sonic boom.
Yes.
Okay, think about all the booms everybody's been recently hearing around the world.
Yes.
Yep.
Let me tell you what's taking place right now. There is a planet by. Have you ever heard of Planet X?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, it's called Nibiru. It has another planet by the name of Nemesis, and it has its own moons and stuff, and it's part of our solar system. But the weird thing about this its rotation, it does a slingshot around through our solar system, and it does it every 6,000 years. Okay, every time this thing comes around, the Ice Age happened. The asteroid that killed the dinosaurs happened. The Great Flood happened because this world used to be and it had a layer of ice going around it, and people could grow big because of the oxygen level that was on our planet, and it melted. That was the Great Flood of Noah's Ark.
Have a good one.
That's what that was. Okay, this time when it comes through, it's going to hit this planet. God said, I will never flood this planet again. That's our rainbow. That is our promise, that will never happen again, but he will burn it. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words will be forever, saith the Lord. Now, the Mayans talked about this. I don't know if any one of y'all know about the Mayan calendar. They said it was supposed to end in 2012. Well, they read it wrong. Okay? It depicted Nibiru and all of its moons and the planet. And it was talking about the end of days. You know, it's here. They're seeing this thing. They're seeing two suns. The thing has wings. It's sitting behind our sun. It's here, y'all. Why do you think our volcanoes are erupting? Why do you think there's holes opening up in our planet? Earthquakes on the scales which this world has never seen. It's because of the gravitational pull from Nibiru, from our planet, is causing it to disrupt. It says at the end of days there will be giants coming out from under the mountains. You know why? Because right up under your feet and everybody else's, there is a place called Argartha. It's hollow earth. There's animals there that it's supposed to be long gone extinct, like dinosaurs. There is giants there. The food there is huge, like a grape, as big as a damn basketball. Anunnaki, there's different races there. And our government knows everything about it. They actually visit all the time. There's more land in the middle of this planet than there is on the outer parts of this planet.
You're making me smile more and more because all the things you're talking about, Tammy has talked about.
Yeah.
Well, I have been there. And I'm not talking about in this flesh. I have memories of traveling to this place. I know that sounds weird, but this ain't something that I've studied, y'all. I mean, I've looked into it, but the only reason why I've looked into this stuff is because it's with me. I've always known it ever since I was a kid. I had no other choice. I was put in it. I mean, it's hard to explain, y'all, but everything that I'm telling you is, I swear to God, it's 100% true.
Believe you.
So, Rob, you want to chime in?
What do you want? What I had a UFO experience of my own.
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, I don't think I heard that.
Okay, this was this past 4th of July. Actually, I think the video's up on Suffolk County Paranormal.
I remember that now. If you want to actually share that to me on Messenger, I can share it to Mark and he can pull it up because I'm on my phone and I don't know how to do that.
Actually, I could share it to here. I don't know how good it's going to be. Let me find it.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to go ahead and talk about it first before you pull it up?
Yeah, it was 4th of July. I just left Sherry's house, my fiance. I left her house, and I was driving. I came around her block, And it was 4th of July, you know, fireworks are going off and everything. So I see these 4 lights. They're bright orange. And they were basically, by the time I got my phone out, there was only 2. One faded away, and then there was 2. Now, I didn't notice that they were like kind of like this. If you look at it, they were kind of like this. But I didn't notice it throughout the course of me filming that the one on the bottom was actually going into alignment with the other one. And then they started slowly fading away. I thought actually that could have been Chinese lanterns at the time, but Chinese lanterns would move. You know, the heat would make it move. These pretty much were staying stationary. So when I pull up the video, you'll
that's crazy.
Yeah. And they wouldn't form a line like that either.
Yeah.
If they were just, they would float randomly.
Absolutely. Let me see. Hold on one second. I got the video right here. I don't know if it's going to be sideways or it's going to be straight.
I live for this stuff, y'all. I absolutely love it.
It might be
appreciate y'all letting me come up, man.
We're bringing people together tonight.
I enjoy it, y'all. I really appreciate y'all letting me be up here tonight. I mean, this is juicy.
Scott Morris says holes in our universe are caused by human race shooting rockets through it.
Hi, Scott.
I mean,
well,
all right.
So, Scott,
possibly
that too.
Okay, I got it right here. It's going to be a little laggy, just to let you know.
No lagging allowed. Just kidding. I need a shirt. I need a shirt that says that.
Darn it!
Just says not just kidding. Fill in the blank with what it is.
Already, it's an hour and 15 seconds. I mean, a minute and 15 seconds long. Sorry, I shared it. You just have to allow it.
Mark, are you able to do that?
Hold on, I'm looking.
All right. Sorry, I'm on my phone because my internet is being super glitchy tonight.
No, but it's just the person taking care of it.
Wow, so funny.
I had to mess with you.
Where did we share it to?
I shared it to here. It's on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You got it.
I think.
I'm hearing like
power. There you go.
What the hell is that? There was 4 of them.
The little white thing you see is just my IR reflection.
It's a stationary.
If you look, you'll notice the one going into alignment on the bottom.
Moving.
That is crazy, man. Hey, you caught a TR-3B. That's a TR-3B UFO right there.
Now it's like almost in perfect alignment now.
Boy, they're enjoying the fireworks.
Yeah, then they start fading out.
There's 2.
If I was them, I'd be sitting there too watching the fireworks.
They're not Chinese lanterns. They're not moving.
Nah, that ain't Chinese lanterns. Didn't you say that there were another one and it disappeared?
There was 2 more.
Okay. Was one in the middle? Did it form a triangle and then it had one in the middle?
No, they were like off to the sides, like that. They were off to the sides of the bottom light. And that's basically really it.
It looks to me like it's a TR-3B, and but the way it's shaped, it has a point.
I can smell it.
Okay, let me.
That's a good catch, man. That is crazy.
It really is.
As it went on, like each light slowly turned off and just vanished.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that they would be out there when we're shooting off fireworks, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, they want to watch, too.
Yeah,
right?
10 o'clock around 10.
Heck, if I was an alien, I'd come down and watch the fireworks. I'd be haunting everybody.
Think about the way it would look where they're at.
Yeah. Now the thing about this area, this a little bit northwest, like literally like maybe 2 miles away, was the infamous November 24th, 1992 crash into South Haven Park.
Oh man, dude, are you serious?
And a little bit north of there, maybe about 5 miles north, 6 miles north, is Brookhaven National Lab. So let me.
And
so really, this place is hot anyway.
I'm sorry.
So that was a UFO crash.
1992. Yes. This video is from this past 4th of July. I'm going to take it off.
I was born in 1992.
Oh, damn, you're making me feel old.
No, I wasn't born then. You're making me feel old too.
I was 23.
Well, Mark,
I was born way before that.
Mark's the oldest.
What year was that?
Oldest on our team.
I'm
1992.
No, not anymore.
Oh yeah, I was around. Yeah.
Oh, good. That's right.
Dang, I thought I was the oldest. I'm 54. I'm 54. How old are you, Mark?
I'm 49. 47.
I'm 16 if you're dyslexic.
No, I'm 32, y'all. I'm playing.
It sounds like you ain't no 50.
Everybody got kind of quiet, like, really?
What do they got in the water down there in Georgia?
Alex Kramer.
It's good well water around here, y'all.
That Georgia peach water, what you drinking?
Is that sulfur or a demon?
Oh, well, I just got done with my water.
Now that was
it is interesting that you talked about the 144,000, though. We were talking about that yesterday.
Well, you know,
you guys are talking.
I'm part of that, believe it or not, and we're sealed. If you notice that right there, all of a sudden that popped up on my forehead a couple of years ago. It's actually a red dot, like a stamp, and it gets real bright sometimes and it burns. The doctors don't even know what it is. It looks kind of like a birthmark, but it's not. I don't know what it is, and I have these dreams like God I think it's God anyway, but I have been shown things in my dreams and visions and stuff, and it's real, y'all. It's real.
It's real.
And it is. People. Well, the Bible talks about different angels or different spirits. There's many types of spirits.
Yeah, that are chosen. There are many that are chosen, and many that are not.
There's many that's chosen, but very few will make it.
Right.
There's the gate, straight as the way.
And it's funny you should say Earth Angel, because I read up on it and I'm like, oh man, if you look up Earth Angel, all of them are me except for the musician.
Well, check this out. The 144,000 will be young lions. I'm a Leo. I was born August 1st, 1989.
Will be what?
Leo. I'm a Leo.
No, but I mean the 144 will be what? I didn't understand what you said.
Will be young lions.
Young lions.
This is in Revelations. And it says that at the end of days that these people will mount up with wings like an eagle. They said the Bible says that they will have supernatural powers. In the rapture, we will be taken along with the people that's raptured, but we will be taken to a different place, a training base, and then brought back, because the people that did not take the mark of the beast, these people will be beacons unto the 144,000, and these people will, the 144,000 will be helping these people. And it says, whoever shall try to hurt them, one hair on their head shall be put to death. It says no bullets, like no weapons of war can hurt these people. A lot of things. And see, these people were put in broken homes. These angels were put in situations.
The broken homes.
Right. And we have lived a life that is much different from ordinary people. We experience things because the experiences that we take in here right now will go back with us.
We just talked about that.
We just talked about it because we were talking about, plus me growing up, you know, I had a bully, all this stuff, and then I've got like abilities. So when I looked up Earth Angel, I'm like, oh my God, that's me.
You know, I will tell you this. An angel is a prince of heaven. It's the son of God. But now angels choose women and man's body. It has to do with your blood type. It can't be just anybody. There is something special about that meat suit that you're wearing. That's the only way an angel can come here. Angels reproduce. The Bible talked about it. It made the Nephilim giants because they did it in the spirit. They did it the wrong way. It was forbidden. They was not supposed to have sexual relationships with just any woman. An earth angel cannot be with just anybody. Her spirit's got to be the same, and there's something that's special about her also. The Bible talks about the women, the 144,000. Y'all part of that shit, man. But your spirit is of man. You know, a lot of women that has gifts and that may have seek like a female, or like attracted to a female. There's a reason behind that, because your spirit is of male origin. You're naturally going to be attracted to the same sex sometimes. But you also love men because that's
not Mark.
It's true. People don't understand this. People don't understand it, and I'm witnessing. I've seen it. I mean, I know it sounds wrong, but when you're an angel and you're put here, you're a freaking agent. You're on a mission.
Oh,
you can't help what.
Alicia, you're on here twice.
It's a clone.
I'm trying to.
Doppelganger.
My phone's gonna die. It's on 18%. I'm trying to get back on the computer.
Oh, I thought you were multiplying. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I thought you figured out the secrets to cloning.
That's awesome.
How do you give those secrets to Dollar General so they can clone my boss?
Hey, I'm sorry if I started preaching, y'all. That wasn't what I was wanting to do. I mean, look, I enjoy talking to people that.
I can't complain.
I hear that, man. I appreciate it, y'all.
No apologies for preaching, man.
Did Sean leave?
Yeah, he left.
Oh.
He has to drive home.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he's in Galesburg.
Yeah. Drive for him from Tammy's.
I'll have to tell him that, it's a lot closer just to come to my house than it is to go to Tammy's.
Yeah,
hey.
He did the past regression.
Yeah, we did. He had a pretty awesome Akashic Records journey tonight.
He did?
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Have y'all seen the teddy bear?
That's nice.
Cool.
I need another trip in, but Mother Mary.
The spirit touches it, it'll go off. You know, I've had this bear over a year, and I've never seen it work. But the battleship, the spirits was turning on and off this bear on responses. And I've had this thing over a year, and I've never seen it even do anything.
Gotcha.
Sorry, guys. My phone is like on 15%, so I'm trying to get my computer to. Oh, and now, oh yeah, that shut off. I'm trying to get on my laptop again, but yeah, been having issues with that tonight.
I mean, there's always plug in your phone, but
I have it plugged in, but it's not saying charged. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because we weren't supposed to all talk to each other.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We're gonna do it anyway.
We were at that, but actually we were. That's the thing. We really were.
You guys might lose me. Just a heads up.
No.
Just if if your phone goes
Get
to die and you're about to get cut out, make sure it's like in Star Wars whenever someone dies in a hologram.
Find another one.
Dramatically. Give us some entertainment for when it dies.
Man, this sucks.
I'm not gonna lie, that's what I think of any time like someone like dies off a podcast, they just fall out like one of those things.
Man, I've enjoyed it. I really have. This has been so interesting.
Definitely awesome. Awesome.
And you can't talk about this stuff with just anybody, man. They will absolutely think you're crazy. And I'm here to tell y'all, I'm very successful. I make damn good money. I'm not crazy. I got nice shit. I'm not crazy at all. I mean, and I have no reason to lie. I'm not searching for fame and
all
fortune.
just a little crazy just to make it interesting?
Wait, yeah, you could.
What I'm
be
gonna
right.
tell the people is I'm crazy, but I'm not insane. There's a difference there.
That's right.
That's the difference. There's a little crazy, and then there's insane. There's a big difference there.
We're all just more woke than most people. We're more woke than most people.
That is exactly right. I appreciate you saying that. That is what's going on. The Great Awakening is upon us.
You know what? I tell kids that I know that have gifts, do not shut down just because someone tells you you're a psycho, all this stuff, because I shut down. I was one of them.
They tried to shut me down.
Told I was mental, so I shut myself down. Instead of ignoring them, now I'm trying to regain my gifts even stronger. And it's been stronger since we have done this.
The key is meditation and purifying your body and your mind. You got to have that chakra right there.
People
solid.
Will pray, but you forget to listen to God. You forget to be still.
Oh, yeah. You can pray. It says there'll be millions of Christians that says, Lord, 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 every day of their lives, but they will be burning in hell at the end of days. You know why? Because they're hypocrites. Most of them are hypocrites. They have forgotten their roots. And they need to really go and soul search and do some history type of stuff, because they need to find out where Christianity originally came from. I mean, I love it all. I mean, it all came from the same thing. But I separated myself from it because that religion is a divider and a conqueror. Because man don't use it the right way. It is. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. I pray every single day. I do. I pray when I eat. I pray when I'm drinking my water at the table or whatever I'm drinking. I pray and I ask, thank you, Lord. It's something that I do in private and it's meaningful, but I'm not going around preaching, to everybody that I'm this Christian and stuff like that, because I'm not. I'm not of none of that stuff.
You're going to be brushing her.
So Mason, this is a project I've been working on.
Oh my God, that is freaking awesome!
Now, now I don't have the REM pod and the LEDs built in this yet. But if this paw is going to be one thing, this paw is going to be another. So I've already got this circuitry built in. Okay, so when you turn
that is crazy. I love it, man.
That's awesome.
Colors. It'll be a nice little night light for kids.
I want to buy one, dude. Make me one.
But then when you squeeze this, when I get the switch put in here, that's going to turn the REM pod function onto the teddy bear. So So the problem I'm having is the night light that I've got built in there. The different colored lights coming on.
Yeah.
That is tripping off the REM pod. So I've got to insulate the REM pod board somehow So this circuitry doesn't trip that off. And I've got actually some friends. I'm actually a safety manager for a very large company that makes very large tractors in America. And I'm a safety manager. And I've been talking,
congrats.
And I've been talking
Caterpillar.
to some of the senior electronics managers that are there, and they're helping me with this. So we're going to get it figured out. And then, yes, I'll be able to make these.
Why don't you
Hey man, I think that is freaking amazing. That's one of the best ones I've seen. And honestly, Mark, I didn't really believe in the bear. I bought this thing. I paid $60 for this little thing, and I've had it over a year, and I've never even seen it work until I was on that ship.
Little kitty, I'm gonna let her go because she's trying to get away.
Oh.
Now, I do want to mention
Barbara bought a bear that never worked, and I'm actually, when I get this done, I'm going to do the same thing to her bear that I'm doing to this one. So,
man, I think you got it going on, man. That's absolute. I'm a big believer in it now, and them's the best ones I've seen yet. I would buy one from you in a heartbeat.
$299.99. Just kidding.
Do you take coupons?
Let me.
Send your money
No,
over
we
here.
were talking about So one thing I want to mention though about spirituality though, over the weekend I saw this video where these people were on a plane and one person just pulled out a guitar and they all just started singing religious songs because of Easter, and it was.
I saw that.
Well, you know what? That is great, man. That's the way it's supposed to be. People needs to come together with love in their hearts, man, for one another. We got to start looking at each other as what we truly are, brothers and sisters, under the same God.
And of course the leftists started attacking them, saying, "Oh my God, how could they do that? Oh God," they were attacking them. Like, why? Just because they're having a nice time on a plane and enjoying their ride and listening to some good music.
You know what? It also says, "Judge not, or ye shall be judged."
And that's what I.
So they will be judged accordingly. Trust me.
It will be.
If I was carrying around a gavel and a powdered wig and a black robe, yeah, sure, maybe then I'd be judging people. But
oh yeah,
absolutely. No, it's like you don't want to play normally. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry, brother.
No, please go by all means.
But that's the vision that I have for everybody, man, and I feel like it's really taking place. I feel like everything that's bad and negative that's happening around the world, that is still happening around the world, people are waking up. People are starting to realize something's not right. We got to change. And I mean, I see it every day. I see people coming together, blacks, whites, Mexicans, of all different races, coming together with love in their hearts for one another.
That's exactly
because
right.
we're not the problem.
Supposed to be like.
That's exactly right, man. And I just see it. It's
the
happening.
same on the inside. Our skin color is no different than our eye color, and that we all are different.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's right.
You know, I knew something was going awry back years and years ago, guys and gals, when they stopped saying the Pledge of Allegiance in grade school.
Oh,
man.
They still do this Pledge of Allegiance
there's
in
something brewing.
Metamora.
There's something brewing. And it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And
I was shocked. They
you know,
sung Christian songs too.
Mark, I'm so freaking happy you brought that up, man. You can finish. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't like talking politics, and I'm really not going to get too political about it. But it just seems that in the past 10 to 15 years, there has been an evil spreading around this country. And I do call it evil because it is evil, because Jesus says in the Bible numerous times, leave the children alone, for they are mine. And it's like they're trying to attack the children. And
they are.
I'm going to tell you right now, whether it's Mama Mary, whether it's, I don't care. If you want to see, if you don't want to feel the scorn of a pissed off mother by messing with her kids,
Mm-hmm.
And because
exactly.
you know what happens when Mama Bear gets mad, Papa Bear gets involved.
So the Bible actually says it's better to wrap a rope around your neck and throw with a stone and throw yourself into a river than to harm any of my children.
That's right.
That's right. And
so I'm sorry
we
to
got
interrupt.
to understand. We got to understand something. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities.
Yes.
Hey, I'm sorry
You
to
don't
interrupt.
understand.
What's up, Alicia?
What's going on, Alicia?
You see me acting weird a minute ago?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out, I don't know if you can tell, but like the light around me is like pulsating.
You look,
and I was trying to find out what's going on.
It's like a glowing orb.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
you are glowing.
You see that?
I'm blinking.
Yeah,
She done hit. She done awoken, y'all. She done.
Blinker.
You're looking like a goddess.
I'm just gonna say, Alicia, you are not alone.
I'm never alone.
You remember how many
God level?
How many podcasts ago? Remember you girls said, "Mark, your light's flashing above you. It'd get bright and dim and bright and dim." And I've okay, Scott. That's part of the solution. But anyway,
it's coming.
Still happening. I turned off the one light that I was using, and it's still happening.
Well, that's because it's not the light.
I was just trying to debunk it, but nope, it's not the light.
You're not alone. So I just want to say, with everybody that's watching on here, and with you guys, with Rob and Mason here, this team, Enlightened Souls Paranormal, I'm beyond impressed with what we are doing as a team and with what the gifts each and every one of us possesses and how we bring it together. I know Rob, I don't think Rob was on here to see the SLS figure of the spirit that came out of the 12-year-old boy. I caught that on, I can show it again if everybody would allow it, but
please.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah,
he loves watching stuff.
Liberated this.
Now, keep in mind, these are stills from a video. Okay, I mean, I've got this captured on video. You can see the spirit come out of the boy, and it stands there, and then it reaches out and it holds the mother's hand. And while it's doing that, it's saying, "I'm sorry." And then it gives her a hug. And then it gives the boy a hug. And then right across from the boy, we had a shaman sitting there that was talking to the spirit, telling it, "It's time for you to continue your journey. You cannot stay here." And as he had his hands out like this spirit reaches out and touches his hands. And then it goes away.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I was just...
And this poor boy has been tortured for like the last 3 years by
this spirit.
And they know the guy. He was a patron of their bar that they own. And I was sitting behind the shaman, and it was actually talking to me, and I was relaying messages. Yeah, it was channeling.
That's crazy.
Yep. It was channeling.
Miss it.
It's on our live. You'll hear me talking, but I don't think he got it. Me talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you were.
But I would watch it if I was you.
Yeah, it was a
really
very
good.
powerful, not investigation. It was a very powerful liberation for a family.
Yes,
that is amazing.
We were finally able to help Connor with the team that we were a part of before. We wouldn't have ever been able to do something like this, but then we created this team, and we were really able to help.
There was a connection between me and Connor also that goes to a past life that I'll share with my team later.
Ooh. Now I'm
I'll just say he was an adopted son in one of my past lives, which is funny because he said after I left told them that he saw me as his spiritual mother.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, wow. He's a good kid too. Mm-hmm.
So real quick, I'm going to bring a couple pictures up here.
Perfect. Man, he gives you hugs and everything. Yeah, he doesn't hug anybody, but he hugged me.
So I'm going to show you something. This is while we were at. Well, these are pictures that his mother sent us.
Okay.
I think you're going to be totally amazed at these pictures. So this is him. This is Connor, right? And we circled this up here, and I'll show you why we're going to circle this up here. Because if you look, there is a face here with a baseball cap, 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and a baseball cap.
Can you zoom in a little more?
Yeah. I see that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that is his Uncle Ryan. I knew Ryan. Ryan hung himself at his dad's garage.
He was gonna.
Man, that's sad.
And Ryan told us that he was here protecting Connor.
That is sad, man.
So then we did a smudging of the house, okay?
The spirit said I killed him.
And when we did the smudging, I want you to look at this kitchen window and just look at all the faces. All the faces on the outside of the house that are now looking in.
Wow.
They couldn't come in. They could not come into the house after that.
I count 16.
I see the big one down. That is crazy. That looks demonic, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about this. Think about this, y'all. Did his daddy kill himself or hang himself in that area?
No, it's 12 miles away at his dad's house.
But he just asked if his daddy hung himself.
No,
yeah, because see,
his cousin hung himself.
Oh, okay. Because what I was getting to is I believe like bad spirits can cause people to get really depressed. And I was thinking, them spirits in them windows, maybe could have that been some of the bad spirits that, may have influenced that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Could be.
I mean, not trying to be disrespectful or anything, I just kind of think outside the box,
Right.
So we had an incident that happened at my house. And I was not, when we went there, I was not going to say anything, but my cat snuck out when my husband was leaving. Like, there's no way he could have prevented it. And a coyote came and got the cat within 5 minutes. We have cameras. That's why I know.
And this was the first time that we went to Connor's house prior to going to Connor's house.
Yeah, and nobody said anything. Nobody said anything to him or anybody while we were there. No. My thought is, it doesn't matter. But I did know that the spirit that was with Connor had something to do with it.
It's a spirit of death. That's what you're dealing with.
So, Rob, you didn't hear any of this.
It came across the obulus. I killed her cat.
Yes.
So, Rob, you didn't hear any of the story yet. So after we went the first time to Connor's house, so that was before we went to Connor's house. After I left and Tammy left, Mark, Barb, and Alex and Cameron were still there. I get a phone call about 10 minutes down the road. Connor, from Mark, he said, Connor just got attacked. He stepped outside and the new black obsidian cross necklace that I gave him that he was wearing snapped in half. And he got scratched.
Clean as half.
Crap. So I was like, well, I can't turn around. I got to get the kids to school in the morning. But they were still there, thankfully. And then after that, there was a message from Tammy saying she got pulled over by a police officer because her light was out for her license plate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was talking to Mason on the phone after that. And then about 15 minutes before I got home, and after I got off the phone with Mark again the second time, because I heard Connor in the background, he was freaking out. Something was happening there, and Mark was working on him. And I got off the phone with him. I was on the interstate, left lane. There was a car next to me. I was in the right lane. And there was some big kind of animal in the road behind the car in the left lane. And I swerved to the right, and I tried to slow down. But this thing, and it got closer to me, and I swear to God, it was like a golden retriever. It hits the side of my car, and I know it died because it hit its head right on my car door, and that happened. And I was trying so hard not to break down because I knew that's what it was trying to do. So I tried to channel that into anger. But before I got home and went inside, I was like, hey, I called up my husband. I was like, can you bring on my abalone shell? I can't step inside the house yet. I have to do a cleansing. I have to meditate because this thing is trying to attack us, and I don't want to bring it into the house. It was very, that was like one of the craziest things that I've had to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Then me and Mark looked at each other, and Mark goes, what's going to happen to us?
Yeah, let me ask you a question now. Was this an inhuman spirit? Or
no, this was a human spirit. His name was Melvin, and the shaman Ed Mueller was talking to it very politely, and he said, "Do you mind if I call you Mel?" And it actually said, "No, I don't care." And right here's the moment. This is off the video. This is the son. This is the 12-year-old boy. This is his mother, and this is the moment the spirit comes out of his body and is holding his mom's hand.
And it apologized.
Yes.
So right in the middle
Through
is the
me.
spirit.
It apologized through me.
Here.
Okay.
Said it was sorry and that it was attached to Connor because he never had a childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a really bad one, and Connor made him feel comfortable.
He was trying to relive his childhood by being inside of Connor.
Yep, and that's what it told me.
Vicariously.
That's wild, man. So he was actually in that youngin.
Yes.
Wow.
Has for the last 3 years.
So he was basically possessed, man, for 3 years.
He was possessed.
There was another photo of Melvin holding Connor's hand before he left.
Yeah, I'm going to bring that up.
Yeah,
that
was a very amazing.
Was that through the SLS?
And the thing is, I've never really had that happen to where they channeled right through me like it did. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Connor didn't even have the training beforehand, and he was able to do it, actually.
I do feel like you asked if it was inhuman, I feel like there could have been another entity that was inhuman that was what caused all the incidents to happen after the investigation. But however, we banished it to the property outside. Yeah, that too.
My guess is that lizard-like four-eyed.
Yeah, I think the four-eyed creature. We actually found a stuffed horse.
There were 3 spirits altogether.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was a stuffed horse in the basement, and when we burned that horse, the face of the four-eyed spirit or creature, whatever it was, came out of it, and you could clearly see it in the ground. So, and we told it to move on. Ed and I, we were like, you need to move. You need to continue your journey. You're done here. You need to go. And then it was gone.
Wow.
And now Connor acts like a normal boy.
Yeah, Connor's a normal boy. He says, man, I feel so much better. I talk to him all the time now, and he says, Mark, I feel so much better. This is so awesome.
Yeah, because I was going to say, now, if Connor was possessed by this child, this kid's spirit, I doubt that the kid's spirit would do any of those malevolent things that you guys are telling me about.
Actually, it wasn't a kid's spirit. It was an adult. He died he was about 75 when he died.
I thought it was a child.
He was a bar patron and a heavy alcoholic.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you know what? Before you guys even found out that it was the guy from the bar, I kind of sensed that before you guys went there the second time when I wasn't able to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That it could have been him from the bar that passed away, because I remember you guys talking about that in the past when you went there.
And then the night before the team showed up there, I believe the spirits sent Connor a cat.
Yes.
Yes. He wanted to give it to me because he felt so guilty about my cat. I'm like, that's your cat, Connor. That's your protector.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. They show up to those when they need them the most.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that worked out really great. Another investigation we did was at Joe and Robin's house, and we ended up closing some portals and getting ready we actually had a Ouija board burial ceremony. And when we buried the Ouija board, using hyssop and salt and different things.
Yes.
The only two spirits that are in their house right now is what was the old lady's name upstairs? You remember her name?
Bernice.
Bernice, yeah, Bernice and her husband are the only
Robert.
two spirits. Robert. So
Well,
Bernice
that's how we met Sean Ellis too. He was friends with them.
Right. So see, that led to another team member coming on board, and I just believe that God works in mysterious ways, how he brings people together.
He does.
And it's just amazing. It's amazing what's happening right now with this team.
Just like Rob and Mason, you guys meeting tonight, and Mason meeting Adam tonight too, and you guys have a lot in common.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed it. I mean, and honestly, I'm learning too. I've learned a lot of stuff just being on tonight with y'all. So anytime when there's learning like this about the paranormal and then cryptids and aliens and stuff, I'm always down, y'all. I love it.
You're never done learning.
Yeah, give me
Never
anything
done
with
learning.
aliens, anything with UFOs or aliens, I'm with it. I'm right there.
Yeah, man.
And at some time, Rob, you've got to put that bass guitar on, and I'm going to hop on my drum set over here, and we're going to do some live time jamming.
Let's go. Got my Fender back there.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, you guys. Do it.
I noticed your bass guitar back there.
I sing.
Yeah, that's actually the electric guitar, but my I don't know if this is going to work or not because I got so many wires attached. But I just I bought the brand new Strike Pro, Elisa Strike Pro drum set sitting over there.
Nice.
I play keyboard. I play guitar.
I do too. Yeah.
So
that is crazy.
And this was all after that light went over him from that UFO.
Yeah.
I was playing the keyboard and the piano. This stuff would come to me. I would hear classical music like pianos and harps and violins, and it will literally put me to sleep. And I have been knowing how to play the piano since I was very little. It just comes to me. I hear it and I play it. And
oh my God. That happened to me too, Mason. Before, I didn't know how to play the piano, but then I got into percussion and I learned all the instruments. And I would have music come to me too like that. And I would be able to play like chords and stuff. Oh my gosh. Like, that's so cool. Like, you can just hear it. It just comes to you.
It does. And I'm sitting there thinking like, how the hell am I doing this? You know, but I'm doing it. But I sing rock music. You can go. I did Kryptonite by 3 Doors Down on YouTube. You can go and watch it, man. We ought to get together and make something happen, man.
All right. So, Mark, you got a second band now.
Hey, we have come up with something for paranormal. Y'all are in Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Well, I will be coming to Illinois pretty soon for sure. So I would love to meet y'all.
I'll get the amps warmed up and get the
make me jealous.
Get the Pro Tools 12 geared up, and we'll do some recording.
Hell yeah, man! I am down.
Yeah, it can happen. But yeah, I mean, after that UFO experience, ever since then, I'd be sleeping like 2 o'clock in the morning, sound asleep, and my eyes just pop open, and I'd sit straight up in bed, a whole song, everything in my head, and I'd run down to the basement, and I'd record everything except, the vocals, because if I did that, I'd wake everybody up, and then I'd take a tablet and I would write the lyrics down, and then the next day when I got up, I'd eat breakfast and maybe go to school, and right after I got home from school, boom, I go down that basement, man, I hit the recorder and I just nail those vocals down, and it was amazing, the songs. I mean, I probably got about 4 albums worth of Christian contemporary.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love singing Christian music. I'm trying to sit here and think about, he's kind of like a rocker, but it's Christian. I'm a flower quickly fade. Casting Crowns.
Casting Crowns is awesome, man.
Dude, I sing their stuff, man, and I love it, dude. I'm so down to get with y'all and do this. Can you play some of Casting Crowns' music?
If I listen to it, I'll know it, yeah.
We can make it happen, y'all.
One of my favorite bands, because I'm a drummer, is For King and Country.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, okay.
They are, dude. You gotta go on YouTube and look up For King and Country, Little Drummer Boy.
Wow. I've seen them live, and they are amazing.
Well, yeah, they always open up for Skillet, so of course I've seen him numerous times. But
have you ever heard of the fastest fiddle player in the world? His name was Jimmy Bryant. He was a country singer.
Yeah.
He's dead now. That is my uncle.
Wow.
That is my dad's mama's brother, Jimmy Bryant. My grandmother's name is Connie Bryant.
I think my third cousin on my mama's side is what the hell's his name? He's a country star too, old country star. Conley.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
See, that's this type of stuff I love, man. I love the old stuff. That ain't here no more. You know what I mean?
Good old pedal, steel, and fiddle.
History, y'all.
Let me ask you guys ever listen to Striper?
Yes.
That's a good.
Yeah, they're great bands. Met them a couple of times. Saw them play quite a bit. They played a club circuit for a while a few years ago. They were great. They're still a great band.
They're back on tour this year.
Yes, they are. They're playing the Palladium in New York City on May 5th, I believe. Yeah.
That's cool.
John Conley, that's his name. Yeah, John Conley.
John Conley?
Yep. That's my my third cousin on my mom's side. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so do you... Speaking of country music and paranormal, I would love to be inside the Ryman at midnight.
Do we where?
Ryman Auditorium at midnight.
That's weird.
Just to see if it's true, you can hear Hank Williams Sr. singing.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, man, that would be cool.
Because there's many of people that have said that midnight you can hear him sing.
Mm-hmm.
You think about taking an EVP, getting an EVP of him singing. That would be insane, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, Mason. Our team went to an 1818 house right here in Chillicothe, Illinois. We were up in the attic. There's a whole family of spirits there: mom, dad, and 3 kids. And the father was in the attic, and I have the Zoom H6. It's like a portable recording studio. And we caught the mother singing a lullaby to her baby. Yes. And when we went down to the bedroom, the rocking chair was still rocking. No joke.
That's cool. And, no, I believe you on that. I believe you about the rocking chair too, because my partner Jonathan Myers has DVR footage of a rocking chair moving back and forth at the Trevette Clinic in North Carolina by itself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing what these spirits can really do. And I had a 2x4 on video. I was investigating a barn, and all of a sudden this spirit started banging on the walls all over this barn, and it levitated a 2x4 and threw it at me on video, y'all. And I was the only one there. There was nobody with me at all.
Wouldn't have enough money.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I want to take a camera and set it up. Nobody's done this before. I want to show people how I edit. I want to go through clear EVPs because some of them's just like I'm talking right now. I want to prove that this stuff is in the video itself. It's not no manipulation at all. I want to take people through each step of how everything works with Vimora and other platforms, because that's the only way people's going to, know that it's real. You know, nobody's doing this. There's damn thousands of people questioning this stuff, man, and I want to prove them wrong.
So I don't mean to interrupt, but Barb and I both have to get up early for work.
Sissies.
So we're gonna sign off, but you guys continue.
Hold on, girls. Hold
Thanks
on.
for joining.
Take care. Take care,
guys
Tammy, Barb. Thank you.
Tammy, hold on.
Have a good one, y'all.
Oh,
That ball is like, that dude's crazy. I got to go.
Whatever.
That MJC, man. Woo! Nah.
Alicia, when you stay still, when you move, I don't see the glow, but when you stay still, I can actually see it glowing on the rafters above you as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know if it's this light.
But it's, like you said, it's pulsing.
So what I'm gonna do?
I don't know if it's that light or what. I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, you're definitely pulsing. I'm gonna show you guys a video that we captured. I'm gonna show you a video that we captured in the basement of a house.
Okay.
This is probably the best capture I've ever done of a shadow figure ever. So it's going to come from left and go right. And it's not the wall. You're going to see it walk right around. It's going to walk right here.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. People needs to see that.
Can you play one more time?
Yes, sir. I can play it as many times as you want.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Mark, do y'all got a TikTok?
Yes, we do. Enlightened Souls Para.
Y'all, that needs to be on. Is that just a short clip, or is that a full video?
Yeah.
It's on TikTok. It's on our channel.
Okay. I'm going to go check that out.
It's on YouTube, I believe, too. It's on our YouTube channel as well and our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm going to go and share that out to a lot of people. I'm going to share it out to a few thousand people, y'all, through Instagram.
So keep in mind that when that shadow figure was moving, our team was upstairs preparing to smudge the entire house, basement, and I think this thing was looking for a place to hide.
It was pretty much like, oh, shit.
It almost, I agree with you, Mark, 100%, because it almost looks like it's like ducking, but you could see its head, its shoulders, and it looks like it's trying to be sneaky. You know what I mean? It kind of has an evil, dark look to it.
Well, what I was going to say is a week before, Barb had went into the bathroom downstairs where we found a portal, and she sealed it. And
good.
We done, and you could feel. I mean, like when the portal was there, you could walk in and stand where the portal was, and there was at least a 20 to 30 degree temperature drop in that.
Thank you, Molly.
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you,
Mark. But is that the way how you find the portals like a very big cold spot, or how do you know the portal's actually there?
We normally I don't know if I have mine on me right now.
Pendulum.
I can feel when there's portals around. And see, a lot of times it's a Ouija boards and stuff open them.
Yeah, we use pendulums for the most part, but yeah, if
or
I find a really,
dowsing rods.
Or dowsing rods, yeah.
So with
actually go into thing.
With Connor's house, I was trying to use my dowsing rods to find out if the portals were actually closed or not, and I actually found out. So usually it'll tell me yes or no, yes or no questions. I'll find out from my spirit guides, show me yes, show me no. So usually it crosses yes and then uncrosses for no. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't doing anything for me in this one spot, and I was in the kitchen. So I found out, wait a minute, I was like, this must be a portal. That's why it's not doing anything. So I went to a different area of the house. And it was working for me then. So I found out at that point, that's why it wasn't working for me, because it was a portal right where I was standing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But when Barb
that makes sense.
But when Barb closed it, I came out of the bathroom into the room where you saw, it's the room where the shadow figure was going into. Mm-hmm. And when I entered that room, not just myself, my team, and people that were on our Facebook Live heard the growl of like a grizzly bear. It was loud, it was deep, and people are like, Mark, what was that? And I'm like, that was a growl. So I just turned around, looked into the corner where I heard it from, and says, oh, you're a special one, aren't you? And I just kept walking away.
Wow.
Now, I've been in this situation too, Mark. When you pass gas, you kind of say it's a growl, but it was really... No, I'm just playing.
The gas
sounds like Barb.
Did y'all hear that growl? Oh, what's that smell? It smells like sulfur.
I'm gonna tell you what. When I heard that growl, I immediately turned towards the sound, because I thought, what, they got a dog in here or something, or what? It sounded like a big dog. And one of our viewers says, I'm sensing a hellhound.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
And that's why we called the shaman in to see what was down there. And, he vacated everybody. Everything's gone except for one spirit. And he is continuously still decorating the Christmas tree in the basement.
Yeah, I seen that. That is crazy.
Man, he's just reaching up here, there. He's just decorating. And I talked to the owner of the house and says, hey, have you ever bought some of those, little cheap plastic silk woven Christmas balls? He goes, why? I says, man, put some of them on that tree. Because this thing's knocked the tree over twice already. He had to go downstairs and set the tree back up. And I says, put something on there for him to move. That'd be awesome.
Do you know where the Christmas tree originally came from?
I'm about to learn.
The tree is more like a Wiccan belief. Wiccans and Christians came together a long time ago. And a lot of these, like the Christmas tree, and you put presents and stuff over it, is a old belief. It's hard to describe, but I've studied this stuff, and there's the Christmas tree has meanings to it. Who's to say that spirit wasn't doing something different, with the tree itself, and we just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just really don't know, because I seen that, and the first thing that popped in my mind was what I just told you. What if there's something up with that right there, and it might not be him decorating the Christmas tree. It might be just something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So also, with that investigation, Bradley was actually getting affected by the spirit.
See?
Well, there was a female spirit, and she had decades and decades ago been lured into that basement, and she had a 3-year-old baby, and they raped and killed her, and then they killed the baby.
That is sick. God, man.
Yeah. Her name was Stephanie, and our group was actually able, you can see, like, you can hear her on the Ovilus app. We're like, who is this? Stephanie. I mean, she plain as day, Stephanie. And she goes, my baby. So I said, Stephanie, you and your baby are here? Yes.
That's
and
sad, man.
REM pod's going off. Everything's going off. K2 meters are peeking out right by the tree, you know. And I said, do you want to cross over? And she goes, yes. So we all say a prayer. And we're saying a prayer. And I'm like, Lord, please open the gates of heaven. Let her see the light so your child can come, you know, to be with you. And that quick, instruments go dead and she's gone.
Do you want to show that clip of the tree too?
Yeah, please do. Yeah, I would like to check that out again.
Yeah, Rob hasn't seen it. I don't remember. Did you see it, Mason?
I seen it the last time I was on y'all's podcast, but I've been thinking about that ever since I seen it, and I'm glad that you brought that up, Mark, because there is meanings to a Christmas tree, and we need to look into that more.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, whatever this is, y'all, I don't think it's good. People are being harmed. I mean, it's obviously a negative spirit. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about portals. Y'all, this could be a demon, a demonic spirit.
I wanted to bring up the gifts under the tree kind of thing and it being something else. To me, I was thinking back to Helltown. There's a place called Helltown, Ohio. And
I heard about that.
Yeah, supposedly there's a Wendigo there. And the people that used to live there long ago, the pilgrims or whatnot, they would put offerings out to this Wendigo so that the Wendigo would not attack them. So they would set out fruit and stuff for it, and they would tie a goat around a tree and leave it out in the woods for the Wendigo.
Man.
Now let me ask you something, Alicia. Do you think that I'm assuming you saw that documentary about it?
Yes, I did.
Do you think that that's real or staged?
I feel like it could be real, but it could also be staged. I don't know, you know, unless I go there myself.
The Wendigo itself has been talked about for hundreds of years. I mean, even the Native Americans spoke of these things, and I think we're dealing with either fallen angels or some type of demon or Nephilim, or just an evil spirit in general. We just don't know.
Possibly maybe an elemental?
Yeah, it could be that. But now, what is an elemental? Could it be something demonic? We just don't really know. I mean, these things are all over the planet, y'all, and there has been cases where these things attack people and stuff. I mean, you finding dead animals with their blood getting sucked out of them and all kinds of stuff, and people just don't know.
Good night, Sherry.
Take care, Sherry.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, sweetheart. I'll give you a call.
So everyone on here, make sure that you go follow us on our Facebook channel, Enlightened Souls Paranormal. And we're also on YouTube, Enlightened Souls Paranormal. And TikTok, Enlightened Souls Para. Twitch, Enlightened Souls Para. And then make sure that you go over and you follow Mason on YouTube, MJC Paranormal. Make sure you go follow Rob on Facebook, Suffolk County Paranormal, and then Suffolk County Paranormal 2. And also go follow Adam and the team, Midnight Paranormal Society on Facebook, and Whispers from the Unknown Network.
Yes, absolutely.
It's an awesome ride, y'all. And I have been on a break on YouTube. I'm actually coming back. I'm working on my new video now, and it's going to be some of the best evidence I've ever caught. But I've been on break for a little bit, so my last video was me talking about that. But I'm coming back in probably 5 more days.
Sounds good.
I will be back on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Alicia.
Yeah.
Our favorite YouTuber is in our area.
In the area? Oh yeah, because I seen she came over to the U.S.
Yeah, she was at Sally's house and the Clown Hotel.
That's awesome.
I think she's going to be here for a while, so hopefully she'll come either to your area or maybe out to my area.
That would be freaking awesome. Maybe she'll hit up Edinburgh Manor.
Yeah. Amy's Crips. Check that out. She's awesome.
Amy's
Yes,
Crips.
she really is. She went to the catacombs in Paris and stuff. She got down.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I want to go there so bad, y'all.
Yeah, that's what got me interested in Amy Crips shows, because she went down there. Mike from MPS was playing that. Ever since he played that, I was hooked on her stuff.
I'm definitely going to check her out.
Yeah, she's got big balls.
Yeah.
You got to have big balls doing what we all do.
I mean, how does she finance all these trips? I mean, I know she's got a Patreon, but
she has a Patreon?
Yeah. But she goes all over the world.
Yeah, because she's from, where is she from? England or Australia?
No, Australia. Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, I got the SLS brought up for the Christmas tree decorator. Had to search for it. Hold on a second.
Have a good night, Sean. We'll be seeing you soon.
Take care, Sean.
Well, I need to sign off since I gotta get up early myself. So
all right.
See y'all later.
All right, it's nice meeting you.
Bye.
Take care, man.
I'm just gonna leave off with though. And then there was 4.
the four horsemen. Just kidding.
I couldn't resist on that one. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Take care, brother.
Take care.
Yeah, man, that thing's like doing tricks up that Christmas tree. Like
decorated. I told him get some decorations and put on there for him to move.
He's looking like he's doing the moonwalk and the Michael Jackson dance and everything all over that Christmas tree.
Wait, before you shut that down,
yeah.
Let's say, can you just play one more time? I want to see something on the right side of the tree. I thought I saw a shadow, but I could be mistaken.
Okay, hold on. Where are you?
Yeah, I could be wrong.
You could be right.
I don't know, because I thought I seen something too. You could be right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I do. I see a mess.
Yeah,
that was a full-blown shadow figure that just walked across the living room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
No problem. It just caught my eye.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Good night, Molly.
Good night.
Take care, Molly. Have a good one. Good seeing you again.
Good catch.
That's crazy.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Hey,
I thought I seen something. I was sitting there thinking, dang, I think I just seen something, but I didn't know if I needed to say something or what. I'm glad you did. That was crazy, man.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Rob?
Remember when I don't know if you were there, when we were doing that show, we had George, Maddie, Deb, and everybody, and we heard that woman's voice coming through. It said, "I'm still here."
Yeah. Someone
Adam
was talking about a hospital or something.
Yeah, Adam was doing the thing with the. He said he was doing it with the. What the hell was it? The K2 meter or something, and then he was going up and down. All of a sudden, you hear, "I'm still here," and I see George like, "Huh?"
Oh wait, you know what?
What?
I clipped that segment. I timed it and stuff, and I talked to Adam. I had him go back and look over it.
It's like
he said
52 or something.
His mom had came in and said that to him, so it was debunked. So that's why I'm here. If you ever need me to listen over anything, yeah.
Mark, what you thinking about, brother? He got in deep thought.
Yeah, I've got 3 of the managers at work are texting me right now. I got a meeting tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, safety never ends. Let me tell you.
I hear that.
You want to wrap this up then, or?
And you know that's something else that you know, I always have Alicia. You know, she's my kind of co-partner with doing research on properties we're going to go to.
Yeah.
So her and I will both research stuff, and I'll actually go there a couple days before the team does, and I'll just kind of do a walkthrough real quick because I don't care.
Now we'll make sure it's safe, you know.
Yes, I want to make safety number one for the team. You know, I mean, hey, you know what, spirits? If you're going to scratch me, do it now while I'm here. You know what I mean? Because I've got scratches on my hand where I got scratched here.
Well, make sure you bring a camera. Yeah, I want to get every bit of that on camera. I want them to pick me up, throw me. I want it all.
Speaking of physical attack, besides getting scratched a few days ago or a couple days ago, I was out just walking and I was hit in the head from an unseen force. Yeah, it was crazy. I've never had that happen. So I was literally just walking, getting my exercise in before work, and something hit me in my right temporal lobe on top. And
did you feel any different?
I did a little bit. I was.
Did it knock some sense into you?
So I was looking around. I was like, "What the?" So I'm like on kind of a main road. It's not really a main road, but it is. A lot of people drive on that street by my house. So I'm looking around, thinking maybe a lot of people walk on that street too, on the sidewalk. Yeah. Nobody was around me. There was no dogs. I look up. I'm looking around. There's no trees above me. Looking on the ground, nothing was next to me on the ground that would have hit me in the head. I even thought maybe a car kicked a rock up, hit me in the head. Nothing. It was crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. I love stuff like that. I mean, and that's your personal experience, and ain't that special? I mean, I know it. You got hit, but you know what hit you. You know what I'm saying, and you will carry that for the rest of your life. It's awesome, man.
As Pat Benatar says, "Hit me with your best shot."
Yeah,
hit me with your best shot.
If Alicia would have had her SB7 going, she'd have heard the spirit when it hit her and went, "You're it."
Oh crap, where are you? I want you in.
I literally was like, Marco Polo.
Oh Lord, I love it.
I mean, I tell you, man, we got a bookstore here in town, and there's anywhere from 15 to 20 children's spirits on that property. And Monocle's Pizza is right next to the bookstore, right? It's the
That's why.
You know, now listen.
All kids love pizza.
The manager will be in her office at Monocle's Pizza, and literally reams of styrofoam cups will just go off the shelves.
I want to see that.
Yes.
She needs to videotape. She needs to have a camera facing over there all the time.
I asked her to. Yeah. And
speaking of, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to talk about big cats after that. Speaking of things flying off the shelves.
Yeah, while we were there.
Yeah.
It was throwing things at the chef in the kitchen. So we think we actually think there's a djinn there.
Yeah, I believe
we were
djinn.
There. We were doing interviews with the staff, and not one, not two, but like 5 of them had experiences there.
Yeah. And our camera people, they know how to operate our cameras, right? I mean, you know, and not one interview got recorded.
Shit.
See, a lot of the times, really what we're dealing with are jinn. Believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize this.
There was also, so Mark, when he got there, he walked through, and then what he does is he has me, Tammy, and Barb walk through and see what we're sensing and picking up. So me and Barb, we were walking through this back room, and I seen this shadow figure of like a man. He's quite tall, and we're walking into this like closet, and there's a mop station in there, and I seen him walking in there, and I felt like in my mind I heard him like this is where he would get his stuff, and this is where he worked. And
I believe you. I can hear it in your voice.
He was going back and forth between this room and this other room that was right by it. And while they were doing interviews, I was talking to one of the people that worked there, and found out that a guy named Lee, he had cancer. That was his shop back there. He made all the woodworking and stuff, and he passed away from cancer months ago. So I seen Lee, cool. And Lee came through and he talked to us.
Sure. Yeah, he actually talked to us. It was pretty awesome.
I was Alicia, you was telling me something about Blackbeard. What was that?
Yeah. Mark, you want to tell him?
I'm intrigued.
That was with the old team.
Yeah, that was with our old team. We went to the Cave and
Rock.
Cave and Rock, yeah. And Cave and Rock, and the cave goes back about maybe 150, 200 feet into the earth. It's really nice in there. But there was a couple brothers that were there, and they would tell travelers that were coming down the river. That's when they had the flat barges, and you just use the wooden sticks, to come down the river. They would lure people and say, "Hey, look, we found a bunch of treasure," and they would take them into the cave. They'd kill them, and then they'd take all their shit off their barges. And well, these guys were actually working for Blackbeard, who was actually in the Caribbean. But every now and then, Blackbeard would sail up, and then he would come through up by Maine, and he would come through the Great Lakes and then come down through the river, and he would stop by and collect his share of whatever was there.
Blackbeard was a boss of his time, man.
And
it was the Hart brothers. They were the most infamous killers. They killed so many people. They were so ruthless that the main leader of the tavern, he turned it into a tavern and like a brothel. He kicked them out because they kept shoving these people off of the cliff and killing them for no reason after they would steal their money and rob them.
It was harsh times back then for sure. I mean, it was pretty much lawless. So you could kill a dude or a woman, and that was it for them.
You can Google the Hart brothers.
They
probably like they enjoyed it.
They would keep the women, and then they would have barrels of rum, and they'd get drunk and they just rape the women all the time. They use them as sex slaves until they were done with them. Then they would kill them. But anyway, Barb and Alicia were in there. The other guy who was our leader at the time, him and I went in there, and we had all of our equipment set up, cameras everywhere. You're still cameras on tripods and everything, trying to catch anything. We got nothing.
That's crazy.
I mean, we didn't even get one light to go beep. Nothing. We got nothing. So we said, well, let's let the girls come in. So the girls went in there. Cave came alive because it was women. It was women, And Barb's goes, "Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to?" And it came on the obelisk and goes, "Blackbeard is here."
And this was after I talked to Barb. We were in there by ourselves, and I was like, "Hey, let's role play gambling." She was like, "On her phone?" I was like, "No," because they would gamble in there, and then after that, you hear "come closer" or "come forward," and then Blackbeard is close by, came through.
Yeah.
And Barb's like, "Oh my God."
You just hear Barb's.
Oh my God. She's like, and then the REM pod got hit. And I was like, let's walk you the guys. I was like, "Hey guys, dude, Blackbeard's here. We were like freaking out. It was so cool.
And as soon as me and him walked into the cave, went dead.
Wow.
And I have that video. I'm trying to see if it's on my computer to share.
Yeah.
But I think it's on my phone.
Ah.
Nope.
Your payments. Nope.
Let me see here. I have it. I have that clip.
I did pull a funny though. I did pull a funny while we were in the cave. I was standing there. We walked back in and says, "Have you seen Jack Sparrow lately?" You know, just I got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah, I knew you were screwing with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, you send ladies in there, we'll talk to them.
Yeah, yeah. But there's another place. Hi. There's another place. There's another place down by St. Louis called the Devil's Backbone Campground.
Okay.
And over what, 40, maybe 40 people have drowned in the river right there over, you know, recorded history time. Most of them being children.
Sounds almost like Lake Ronkonkoma.
I saw something go above Alicia's head, and I'm like, what? And then I seen she's smoking. So okay. I'm like, wait a minute. But there's one little boy there, and his name is Alex, and his body is still in the river. They've never found his body. He drowned with his uncle, and he actually came on the Ovilus app, and I said, "Who am I speaking to?" And it says Alex. And I said, "Hi, Alex." I says, "Can you tell me where you're at?" And 3 words came across: deep, dark, cold. Really? And all I can think of is his body's caught in a whirlpool somewhere in the river, and he's just spinning.
Dang.
I think you mentioned that on one of your other broadcasts.
Yeah. And we're going to go back there this year. We're going to go back there this year because I want to take all 3 girls, and Sean, especially Sean, is so clairvoyant. Oh my God. And we're going to try to locate him so his parents can have some closure. That's what we're about, helping people, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what it's about.
How long ago was it?
3 years.
He drowned 3 years ago?
Yeah. So if there's anything left, it's just skeletal at this point.
Yeah.
You know? What was cool was there was another little girl there, Susie, was talking to us. And I took my REM pod and put the antenna up a little bit, and I put it on a swing. And there was no wind or nothing, right? And I turned the REM pod on, and I said, "Susie, why don't you get up here and swing on the swing?" Why? Yes, why? And I said, "I just want to see you swing on the swing." And all of a sudden, the REM pod starts going off, and the swing starts swinging. And I'm like, "Hell no! This is awesome."
That is awesome.
Oh man, make me jealous.
I love seeing stuff like that. It just gives me chills, and I want more. You know what I'm saying? It's just like intriguing how these spirits just do things, and they're basically energy. But it can touch stuff and move stuff.
But what amazed me was we wrote down all the names on a tablet that these kids were giving us. And the owner shows up, and he had a book. And he goes, "So what names did you get?" And I showed him the paper, and he opened the book. They weren't exactly in the same order, but he marked off all the names were accurate.
Wow.
But he actually had more in the book than we got. But
yeah. You know, actually, I want to do a live. We have a lake out here. It's not that big. It's called Lake Ronkonkoma.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually there's supposed to be a legend of an Indian princess that kills a male every year. One male dies there every single year. They drown in, their bodies are never recovered. So I want to go do when it gets a little bit warmer, I want to go do a live over there and see if I can get anything on my voice recorder or anything. So,
Mark, I shared a couple photos from Cave and Rock.
Okay.
Or you know what? No, I mixed it up. So that second photo is from Starved Rock, I believe, where those 3 women were murdered.
That's wild. I mean, they were actually killed. How were they killed?
So this guy named Chester Wedger, he worked at the Starbrook Lodge, and there was these 3 older women that came there for a retreat.
They came down from Chicago area.
Damn.
And they were just in the caves, and he saw them, and apparently he tried to rob them. And one of them tried to hit him with the camera or something like that. And he ended up tying 2 of them together, and he had them from the waist down. They were naked, and he took advantage of them, and he bludgeoned them with a big branch, and he killed all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
He just got out of prison like 2 years ago.
That's crazy. You know, and that's shameful that they let a monster like that out of prison. You know, you hear about it all the time. I mean, they just letting people like that go. And people that's charged with smoking pot and stuff or getting caught with too much, they end up doing a longer sentences. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
This is the entrance of Cave in Rock.
That's awesome.
And you see there's a, if my mouse will work, I don't know what's going on with my mouse. It's getting glitchy on me. It won't move. What the hell's going on here? There we go. So up here, you see this tree line up here in the top left?
Mm-hmm.
They would walk the men up here, which is, I mean, like if I was to stand here, my head would probably maybe come to the top of this shelf here. If my mouse will freaking move, what's going on with you right here? So this is about 6 feet.
Okay.
But they would take the men up here and they would shove them off.
Wow. We're about a good 25, 30 feet down.
Yep. And now when we were there, the water was all the way back here. So this is during a floodplain, a flooding event right now. This is the river during a flooding event because this was all open way out here. I mean, this is where my mouse is now was all dirt and sand. So the river was all the way out here.
Gotcha.
Yep. But
so, Mark, I just shared some more pictures about Starved Rock. So I'll be right back, though, if you want to share those.
Yeah,
definitely check that out. Yeah.
So these are the 3 women that were killed.
They were all murdered?
Mm-hmm. He killed them all.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And how many years did he do?
This is the gentleman that did it. Let me download him so I can make his picture bigger for you.
And his name is Chester.
Chester. Yep. That's
how
I'll
many
be
years
down.
did he get?
Now he actually, when we was with our other team, he actually agreed to take us to the cave, and he was actually going to reenact everything.
Huh.
So this,
and people gets kicks out of shit like that too. They should have let him. They should have. My true opinion. No, I ain't gonna say my true opinion, but
this is a picture of them taking the women's when they found the women's bodies and they're bringing them out.
Oh.
See, that's sad, man.
See this guy here? See this guy right here?
Killed.
That's Chester.
I'm glad you said that. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, they should have knocked him off in prison.
Chester actually confessed everything, took the police to where the bodies were.
Well, after they recovered the bodies, and instead of getting them prison time, he should have been
it was like a cat house, and then he brings it to you as a trophy.
Do you see how Chester's bending over like that?
Yeah.
Now, that's exactly what he done in prison. I guarantee you.
I guarantee you that. I worked at a state prison for 13 years.
They lined up on Chester people.
I bet they did. Yeah.
Honestly, sorry, but he should have never been put into prison. He should have been executed.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think he deserved to be there. Why end a person's life and let them leave easy? Why not let them suffer? You know what? Think about them people. Them women suffered. Don't think for a second.
I agree with you, but he should have been executed, but not like your standard lethal injection. He should have died by death by slow torture.
If the three women would have been younger, yes, they would. Because I worked, like I said, I worked in a state prison. I worked in one of the worst. I worked at Stateville here in Joliet. And
okay, I've heard of that place. Yeah.
The inmates have a code. And if you're in there, if you killed children, if you raped children, if you did anything to a child, I don't care if the judge gave you 90 days in Stateville. That's a death sentence.
Honestly, that should be every decent human being's approach to a pedophile or anything like that.
This case went unsolved for a very long time.
Yeah.
And the women weren't found for a very long time also. And then a big snowstorm hit. So the bodies were hard to find, but they eventually found it. And this detective, he actually spent his own money to try to figure out what happened, who did this. And they found that the twine that he bound these women with was the twine from the lodge where he worked. But he didn't work there no more. He used to work there.
So they probably had that back at home, all that twine. But I mean, look at what they did with like Eileen Wuornos. She was clearly insane. I mean, there was no getting around it. She was as insane as it gets, and they still put her to death.
Yeah. Well, what gets me is now you got this guy that went to a mall the other day and shot 14 people.
Yes.
And the only thing the judge did was put an ankle monitor on him, and he gets to go to work.
Well, thank God none of them people was my kin, folks, because it wouldn't have mattered.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. But, I mean, this is just how screwed up everything has become in our country, and it's really sad to see it happening.
What's wrong, like the old saying is now saying, what's wrong is right, what's right is wrong.
Right, correct.
And that's the way it's like everything is being perverted from the way it should be. And it's being perverted where now criminals have all the rights and we have shit.
You know why? No, you're exactly right, but do you know why? Because people are so butthurt these days and so weak-minded. Not everybody, but it's growing. You can't say certain things to certain people without them crying about it. We can't speak our minds no more because we got crybabies out there. Anything and everything hurts certain people's feelings. And it's went so far, and now it comes to this. And there's going to come a day where people's going to have to stop and think, we got to end this. But will it be too late? That's the question.
You know what started all this? This. Smartphones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm totally on board with that, Mark. I believe that them devices are they are brainwashing everybody, and not just them. TV too. TV is our worst enemy.
Well, why do you think they always called a TV show a program? It's meant to program you.
Like kind of like MK Ultra type of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just the other day on CNN, they were talking about. They're like, well, like it's just like he's trying to get people to think a certain way, and this girl on CNN says, "Well, isn't that our job?
Yeah,
to program the way people think."
This thing's going.
You just verbally said it. I can't believe they verbally said it. But
I'm gonna tell you a secret. It starts when you are born. Okay, you're on a birth certificate. You got a number. You are a slave to this game. And it comes a point in time where this matrix has got to burn down and be recreated. And I'm talking about, when I say recreated, man and women, humans need to come together. And it goes back to what I was talking about earlier, loving one another, opening their minds to what in the fuck is going on around us, because it's straight up evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Back to Starved Rock, I would like to go back there and help those women cross over if we can.
We can do that.
Yeah,
but I've actually got a meeting early in the morning, guys. It's great being with you guys, Mason and Rob.
It's been a pleasure.
I've got
great seeing you again.
Yeah, man, you too. I love you guys, man. You guys, man, can you imagine like these three teams getting together at some? Oh my God, it would be phenomenal.
Well, it's definitely going to happen when I get back to traveling, and it's coming soon. My new job, my work, my schedule's flexible, so I'm going to be doing a lot more, and Illinois is on my bucket list.
All right, guys. Well, peace out. Alicia, I'll let you sign off tonight, sweetie.
Okay.
You're awesome. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Take care,
Bye, man.
Have a good night.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming on and listening to the Enlightened Souls Paranormal team for the first time on the Parapost Network Central. And our special guest, MJC Paranormal on YouTube, and our other special guest, Rob, on Suffolk County Paranormal on our Facebook page, and Adam Ramos from Midnight Paranormal Society. Make sure that you go follow all these people because they are truly amazing. And we love you all. And thank you again, Rob. Thank you again, Mason. And love and light to you all.
Much love and light.
Take care. Have a great night.